everyone, and welcome to the finale of The Drowned Prince. This will be our last episode, the last time that we possibly get to enjoy these characters.
Oh no.
We'll see if they survive,
Bold of you to assume I ever enjoyed these characters.
win, whatever their goals are with The Drowned Prince. We'll find out tonight what happens. So, without further ado, sit back, grab a snack, assemble your crew, and get ready for The Drowned Prince.
Zach, are you okay?
And welcome back. We're jumping right into the battle map. This is the one time I'll do a little recap of where we are at.
He broke his one code.
We pick back up with the crew of the now named Valkyrie. As the two ships
Was
named Valkyrie. It's holding on.
Yeah, sure.
Doing its best.
We got the ne'er-do-well back at port. We can buy her.
That's true.
The two ships fallen together as they swirl in this gigantic whirlpool in the middle of a maelstrom and storm. Killian showed himself letting go of the wheel, letting the rudder break off as the two ships collide and continue to swirl down. Everyone was knocked down momentarily.
They got
Some of them still knocked down, but they might get back up again. And that is where we're going to pick up, in the center of this storm, at the top of initiative, with our very own Jacoby.
Hi.
Get him
Hi, buddy.
with your 38 initiative or whatever it was.
His initiative higher than his HP.
Is that true?
That's true.
He rolled a 33.
I got it like a 33, yeah. I will use half my movement to stand up. And I'll move up to that mast there. And may I jump up and attempt to reach it?
Yes.
Would that take all my movement?
I don't think you have 45?
I have 40.
40. I mean, that'd be about,
So I'd have 20 feet to get there and try to jump up.
be 10 feet to jump up there.
Okay. So
Yeah,
10
you-
feet to go over, 10
yeah.
feet to jump up?
I think you can do that, especially with your jump ability.
Well, I don't want to burn that if I don't have to.
Okay, make me an athletics check then.
Athletics or acrobatics?
It's a straight vertical jump, I believe it would be athletics.
Come on, flavor this somehow to the acrobatics. I dare you.
Or use your abilities.
The Olympics are going on right now. It's perfect. Don't bunch of double
Oh
barrel
yeah, I
bullshit.
can't be risking this. I'm going to use an ability. Yeah, I'll jump 15 feet.
You got perspiration.
Bonus action, jump up there.
Okay, you get onto the railing.
Okay.
And I think you would still have...
I would have 10 feet of movement,
10 feet of movement.
so I'll move 10 more feet along this way, and then action dash,
Action dash.
and make another 40 feet.
Okay. I will need a acrobatics check. See if you maintain your footing as you're trying to run across this wet mast in the rain.
18.
18. Does pass.
Okay.
Okay.
DC was 84.
You get that.
Acrobatics is like the thing I rely on.
Where would you like
so
to get to on the ship?
behind that mast if I can.
You want to break line of
Right
sight
up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my hope. Yeah. That's all I can do though.
Okay.
That's all,
right.
folks.
Next up, Captain. As a reminder, he just shot a spell out of the trident, trying to knock you out, and you're able to shake it off because you're immune to magical sleep, and I forgot that in the moment.
Little bitch.
Don't say that.
But he's concentrating on eye bite, that means.
He would still be concentrating on it, yeah.
So then,
Just get a different target next turn.
I'm going to take my potion of possibility.
I ain't making that save.
Okay.
I have a -1.
Which, please remind me what that does.
Yes. It gives me a tiny grayish bead of energy that follows me around. And when I make an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, I can expand my fragment to roll an additional d20 and choose which of the d20s to use. So it's like...
Nice.
It's an additional lucky, basically, right?
Yeah, if you didn't already re-up your inspirations.
I'm re-up, baby.
Ooh, thank you.
Uh,
I totally forgot.
What's your bonus action?
if it has advantage or disadvantage, I can roll after it's been applied to the original roll.
Okay.
So you can just say, I don't want disadvantage today.
Yeah.
So, I do want to say one thing.
Yeah.
You drank a potion of heroism,
I did.
and you are now drinking a potion of possibility.
Yes, I...
You are mixing potions.
Yep.
Yes! Do something cool!
Do something crazy.
Do something crazy.
Not terrible. This would be a bad time for bad things to
roll it
happen.
high, roll it high.
Brittany,
Okay.
I believe in you.
You're gonna roll percentile dice. D100.
Please, a permanent effect would be so cool.
Insta kill a target of your choice. Okay.
Do it, Brittany.
Do what you want.
28.
Can you
It's not too
inspiration on that?
Can we inspiration on
I
that?
think inspiration's a d20 roll.
Shut up
Okay.
back there.
So,
It could have been.
just barely eking by, with 26 being the threshold. Both potions work,
Oh.
but their durations are cut in half.
Oh, that's okay.
So,
What would have happened?
Yeah, I got it.
one lower, one potion will lose its effect.
Okay.
One of them would just disappear and the
Yeah.
other one would take effect.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Oh, I thought it was gonna
Was there any sort
No.
of... Yeah.
Honestly, mixing potions,
Uh,
it's more skewed in the player's favor.
Yeah, if you roll a nat 1, you take 6d10 force damage.
6d10?
But if you
Yeah.
roll a 100, one of the effects in the
Gross.
potion becomes permanent.
Sick! Ah, if only.
Does that work in your...
Yeah.
Imagine just
We-
a permanent
I had it-
possibility.
Yeah.
I had it
Oh,
happen
God.
to Uranus' character, Dagoboria.
Okay, I'm going to start drinking all the...
Yeah, more
That was
than
your bonus action.
So, as my action, I'm just gonna rinse and repeat, yeah.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Worth it.
Okay, I missed the first
Just
one.
the crazy scientist. I'm about to blow up.
14 does not hit.
Okay, 14 doesn't hit.
A little distracted.
Any movement?
Just rain in your eyes. On the mast of a ship.
Yeah, no, I'll stay.
Okay. Make me an acrobatics check, please.
She can fly.
Oh, you are flying.
She is flying,
Never mind.
yeah.
I forgot about
That's
that.
true.
Never mind. You're good. You
Oh,
fire
wow.
off 2 shots in the rain, and you can't help but look down at your ship as it tumbles over, and the mast is holding it as it just bows and dips and bounces, and you see your crew trying to exit the ship and survive.
Yeah.
Your 2 shots both go wide. Next up, Martin.
Not gonna say anything.
How far is it across that mast? Can I get to the other ship in a single movement attempt?
Looks like 35 feet to me to get to that side. Yeah, about 35 feet to get to that railing.
That's 5 feet more than I can do. So I'd like for you to reconsider that.
Let's Baldur's
Okay.
Gate shenanigans
Let me just
this.
roll for
Let me think
considering.
here. No.
Do a jump roll.
All right,
You didn't say he had to agree with you the second
I
time
know what
around.
I said,
You're right. I'm sorry.
and I hate him.
Yeah.
All right.
We all do.
Feast on my players' tears.
Oh no.
All right, I'm going to run 30 feet towards the end of the mast.
Okay. Make me an acrobatics check.
That seems unnecessary for...
You are running across a mast.
19.
Nice.
18. Okay, you do make it.
Bonus action, as I'm running across, I pull a potion out of my pouch, drink it, and cast fire breathing on this motherfucker right here in front of me.
Okay.
I need a DC, a dex check.
Dex check.
Or dex save, sorry.
Dex save.
Hags are notoriously dexy.
I was like,
Not usually.
I saw this and I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah. And you get 3 uses of that for.
I do get the
right?
uses
Yeah.
of that.
Because it's a bonus action to drink and an action to expel.
And you can roll it anyways, right?
Yeah. She's gonna be half damage if she succeeds.
Yeah. Natural 17 plus 1 for an 18.
15 cut in half to 7.
7.
Fire
That's
damage?
damage.
7 fire damage, I imagine. Yes. Which she is vulnerable to, right?
Nope.
Seems like it did extra damage.
No, but it seems like she's concentrating on something.
Yeah. She's good.
Okay.
That's damage.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
Bonus action, movement.
That was all your things.
Yeah. Well, it's a bonus action to do the fire attack, but I action drink the potion then. Who gives a shit? Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Next up, Ian.
Okay.
You are running across the water of the whirlpool.
I will go 5, 10.
You will need an acrobatics check.
Edge.
You got this.
You got to keep your balance still.
Doing good.
Hut, 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 hut.
Yeah, if you think about like those fun house, like the moving floors thing.
Yeah, exactly.
baby.
And it's so steep.
Yeah.
24.
24. Okay, you are able.
Fails.
Remember,
Leaping
We're
and
all
bounding
dex
over
people.
small waves as they come
I didn't
through.
remember that at first. And so that was 10.
we're all dex people.
Would you say another 10 to climb up?
It would be half your movement speed because you don't have climbing speed.
Okay,
mean, more
so
so than
that would be 20, so I still have 5 to go.
Yep.
I'll just get a little further on ship so I'm not quite as easy to knock off the ship.
I like to think this is the first time I've seen Ian, and he just like climbs up and he's like standing on his hands. Just from the potion of giant strength. You're just
He's just absolutely
yoked.
Well, and you still see 3 of me because I have 2
Oh, that's
duplicates
right.
still off right now.
3 absolute units.
Now they just need a trench coat.
Yeah.
Amazing. So that is my movement. I will bonus action. I'm going
favorite bonus action.
to. Did it look like the fire damage went fully into the hag?
Yeah.
Not resistant.
Yeah.
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 I'm Keegan. I'm gonna laugh maniacally.
I'm gonna channel, but yeah, but fuck that flightful worm. I'm going to instead go with acid damage.
Nice.
Acid damage.
That's a choice.
Keegan, I hate you. I'm going to give to the chromatic dragon acid damage into my attacks.
Okay.
And I will take 2 sharpshooter shots on the hag.
Sharpshooter.
With my lightning launcher.
Do it good.
Lightning and acid.
Do it so good that bards sing your songs.
The higher one's an 8.
I think that was a
Not
practice
so
roll.
sharp shooting.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay.
You guys are gonna die.
Right? Jesus.
Yeah, you
You were so
climb up.
sharp it went blunt.
The ship is just rocking back and forth as you're channeling like acid into this attack, and you try to launch these shots, and just the ship dips at the wrong moments, and this both going wide.
Shit.
One of them, however, does land on the deck of the ship, and it does melt a hole through the wood.
Awesome.
Oh, shit.
Something's
Roll
gonna crawl out
perception
of it. Yep.
Oh, that's okay.
You roll a perception check as well,
I'm good at these.
and you actually, because all of you can see it.
I am good at these. 16.
16,
Nice.
17.
17,
19.
19.
I rolled a natural 17.
Actually, you're right next to him, but you're behind the.
I'm behind the pillar. I'm
Yeah. You
I'm
can
kind
roll
of like
disadvantage.
back pressed up against it, like
Oh, okay. Got it.
breathing through.
Okay.
If I'm going into like the flavor of it.
Yeah. So the 3 of you noticed through the floorboards some familiar faces. The girls tied up below
They're
deck.
still alive.
Let him drown. I don't
Good.
care.
The ladies are there, mate.
What? What ladies?
The ladies!
We can't be thinking about ladies right now. We could find people later.
Oh, ladies, idiots.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Never said I was smart.
Next up is Killian.
Captain, was that you?
Yeah, I saw it.
You give me the word. I'm down there.
He's going down.
I'm going down, down.
Very glad you stopped.
Oh, I thought you were grabbing the box. Thank you.
Snack me, Dad.
22 to hit you.
Oh shit.
Sure.
What do you want?
Yeah. That hits.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Keeping the people entertained with our shenanigans while you're rolling dice and talking to yourself. Classic DM.
No, he's attacking your captain.
Muttering to himself. He's not doing anything interesting.
All right. He holds up the trident and begins to swirl it around his crackling energy and lightning, and he throws this bolt out at you.
That's dumb.
And this just warbling mess of chaotic energy hits you. Lightning covers your body as you feel force burst out and then back in. You take 12 points of lightning damage and 4 points of force damage.
You can absorb elements that lightning don't.
I will absorb elements.
Life came back to Brittany in that moment.
So you're only going to take half of it then.
All right. Why do I?
So you take 6 lightning damage instead of 12.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then 4 for a total of 10.
And then I believe your next attack has an extra
so,
d6
so
of
you
lightning.
healed yourself extra? So
No, I thought I had 25.
Wanted that to do something.
okay,
else.
that's fine. So if you had 25 to start, now take your 6, and now take your 4.
Okay.
There you
That
go.
was awesome.
Sorry. Did you say something else after that? After.
No, that's it.
Cool.
The bolt comes out of the trident, hits you with that, and then
I believe absorb elements adds a d6 of the same damage type to your next attack that hits. Or maybe it's the next attack.
I see.
I think it was only melee attacks though.
Oh, is it only melee?
Yeah.
That sucks.
and then he's going to fly over to you.
Uh-oh.
Those same like shadows flowing underneath of his captain's cloak just carry him across the 2 masts as he comes right up next to you, holding the trident. He'll spin it around and just stab it down towards you.
Grab it.
A 16 to hit you.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it. I was like, that wouldn't hit her. Oh, right.
Yeah, she's not Nesta.
Take 8 points of piercing damage. I'm gonna roll something. Yeah, he stabs into you and then pulls it out, and like the hooks at the end of like the trident just rip out of your skin as he pulls it out and then flips it around. I'm gonna roll this next roll out in the open. The trident starts to shake in his hand and starts to glow, and you can see his grip tighten on it as he tries to maintain attunement on the trident.
Ooh.
As
Try to
it's
take him
actively
back.
fighting him.
Oh, it doesn't want to be with him.
Yes.
I will take it.
So, I will say, it's going to be a d6. On a 1 or a 2, he loses attunement to the trident and can no longer use it.
Okay. Still a 33% chance.
Yes.
Do it bad or good.
That's a 6.
He maintains control of the trident.
I don't.
You just see his grip tighten, and he smashes it into the floor up there.
I like it.
All right. Next up is the hag.
So it is a hag.
We were saying this last session.
I know.
Did you think Did I have a different health than you
You
saw?
had approximately that much. Might be 1 or 2 different, but
Using that for my next roll.
Banking it for later.
That's how D&D works, right?
You need to play a divination.
Make me a
wizard
wisdom
bounty.
saving throw.
At advantage.
How about, that's the only thing I'm good at.
yeah, you are.
Nice.
24.
Okay.
Fails.
You see this like woman's visage shift for a moment. Her kind of like vibrant green hair changes just to like this wet kelp, and like her face starts to kind of shift and change, and she almost has like a snout with snarled teeth and like this blue tongue that comes out for a minute as you see her true appearance momentarily before it shifts back to normal. And you're able to shake off the frightened effect.
Careful.
Disgusting.
The horrifying visage.
I don't understand why you'd even have a not hot date. It makes a lot of sense.
Okay. And then
That was about to be really bad.
That would have been fun. Immune to frightened. Are you?
No, it's not. Paul might be.
she'll move up right about
I don't know if it's immune to
here.
frighten or susceptible to stupidity.
Yes.
And she is going to.
Boom, rest.
Got him.
Got him.
I don't have it, but this will work.
Oh.
He's dead.
No!
He's dead.
I think that counts. We can all go home. Daddy Long Arms, take care of this, please.
Children.
I need everything held together with Tat.
Y'all are too much.
Here for the captain. Or you put them on there.
We're professionals.
We're professionals.
Only barely.
There we go.
Really bad.
Okay.
Do you have any way of getting up there, Lillian?
I'm just gonna climb like a monkey. I got monkey forearms right now.
You do the arms for it right now.
She will climb onto the railing, and she will cast lightning bolt, and I believe hit all three of you.
Ooh.
That seems.
I need dex saves from everyone,
I have advantage.
except for you, Captain.
Wait, what? How does she get all three of us?
From the railing, she fires off
Oh,
right here,
that one.
downwards. So, let's attack for her.
4 saves, right?
Totally.
We have perspiration.
19.
Unless, I mean,
Oh, fuck, I forgot
it's
to
gonna
tell
do
you guys.
like 30 damage.
Because this probably will be a longer session. You both all have double inspiration.
Oh, nice.
Then I'm using one. Because I need to not.
Because we won't go to a next episode.
I want to confirm with you real quick. Because I have cover, normally rules as written states I have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I just wanted to make sure because I rolled
Yeah,
with
yeah.
advantage.
Does a 12 succeed?
We'll find out.
I don't think so.
No. Do you want to use your second one?
I mean, you're doing a lightning bolt. That will probably.
It's gonna be 30-ish.
I have 26 HP. That's going to put me down.
It might put you down.
Yeah. Real quick fight.
And you're also in a really bad position to be falling unconscious.
Why? I can swim and breathe underwater.
Unconsciously?
It's not like there's a whirlpool or anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my other inspiration because
Yeah.
I have to survive this.
There
Yes. Okay.
There we go.
16 might have a better chance.
Okay, 16?
Yes.
Saves.
19.
19 saves.
10, but I'm gonna use my reaction to absorb lightning.
Okay.
Nice.
So what would have been 32 points of damage is cut in half to 16 as you all save.
Woo.
Or absorb.
Mm-hmm.
Still up.
Okay.
One more move and then I'm down.
I'm almost bloodied.
That will
How are you the one that's good right now?
end her turn.
Because I haven't been touched.
I've been following your guidance.
I've been using your
teaching.
guidance in hiking.
What the fuck? You listen to me?
That was your last mistake.
We are at the top of the round now. This is where we will roll to see if that mast breaks. It's currently holding up the remaining 4 crew members that you started this journey with.
Come on, guys.
Have they climbed onto it yet, or?
They are outside.
Lucky
I've
they're not
not
on
placed
there.
their minis yet.
Okay.
And this would also include you. Okay.
I think a reaction jump. For
Yeah, I
it.
feel like you
Yes.
could catch on maybe if it breaks.
So, between all of you, high or low?
High, always high.
Always high?
Always high.
Always high?
I say hi.
We gotta be optimists here.
Do you want me to roll this in the open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost
Can't read
always.
it.
Oh yeah, these dice are a little. I will say the threshold for it Last time it was a 60-40 split.
In our,
In our favor.
Yes.
In our favor.
Yes. It will now be a 65-35.
Okay.
Okay.
So
In
it's
our
changing
favor or
by
not in our
5.
favor?
In your favor.
So it's more in our favor now.
It's more in your favor now.
Gotcha.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Wait, no.
I thought you would want to the other.
Sorry.
It'd be 55.
It'd be
55, 45. Yeah, my bad. I went the wrong way.
I was like, wait, 110%?
yeah. Okay. So
That's not.
65-40.
93.
Yeah,
Oh
baby.
my god.
We're good.
The ship actually flips back up, repairs its own holes, and keeps sailing.
And fires on its own.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Maybe on 100.
He said it. He said it. He said it. Maybe on 100.
The ship's Killian's ship begins to just turn and spin, just moving with the water at this point.
Like a dance.
The Valkyrie is
Diamond.
completely entangled at this point with the railings, and all 3 masts have tangled themselves all over the top deck here. Anyone who moves across that top deck, so if the 2 of you move across it, it'll be considered difficult terrain.
Not if I action dash, baby.
As these masts are moving around constantly on the top deck with the ropes being tangled.
That's cool.
The mast is holding. Holy shit, as both ships tumble down deeper into the whirlpool.
Yeah.
All
How many turns till we reach the bottom of the pool?
of you make a perception check.
Not one.
That one.
Ooh, still gonna be higher than mine.
Not 2 for an 8.
2 for an 8.
18.
18.
13.
13. The 2 of you take a moment to look down as these 2 ships are swirling down into the abyss. The 2 of you are focused on the 2 enemies right in front of you. It's hard to take a look. Just blackness below. It's hard to tell how far before you reach a bottom. How deep is the ocean here? You're not really sure what would happen, or before the 2 ships would fully be smashed together by these waters.
One mega ship?
One mega ship of just
It's like Voltron.
splinters.
Pirate ship Voltron. Let's do this.
Back to the top. Jacoby.
Okay. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Do I have line of sight on? Ooh, Killian. From there?
Yes, because that mast wouldn't actually be turned that way.
Okay,
I think
that's
it would
fair.
be flipped the other way, so you would.
I will
I just don't want to try and move it.
I will pull my hex over to him, and I will hex him now as my bonus action.
Okay.
And I will bonus action hex his strength.
Strength. Okay.
Come on, buddy.
30. Okay.
Headshot.
That's what I'm wondering. Can I shoot him?
Go for it.
Okay. Shoot him! Yeah.
Yeah, because he's concentrating right now.
True. Okay. Okay. 17.
17 does hit.
Yes. 17 hits. I'll shoot the
That
second
is
one.
his AC.
Okay. Second one. Misses.
Okay.
10 points of damage. Force and necrotic.
Force and necrotic.
So in case he resists any of that.
Cut the necrotic in half.
1.
Okay.
So 9
Total of
points.
9.
Make that concentration check.
He resists necrotic. There we go.
He's good.
An undead ass bitch.
Undead ass bitch. Okay. Is that it?
That's all I got.
All right. Was that a... that was a splash, right?
Yeah.
You might not be able to use it.
Yeah, 2 shots.
Streams of water. All right. Next up, Captain. You saw him struggle for control of this trident in the moment.
I will describe just for her. There's like this emerald glittering sheen that's currently over his body, very similar to Jacoby when he's underwater.
From the hex.
My hint of hex.
I'm gonna try and
Just a nice hint.
Yeah, he did.
grab the trident out of his hand.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
You're good at those, right?
But you do have your potion of possibility.
Is this opposed?
This is.
So
Okay.
you could lucky to give
He's
him a
at
shitty one
disadvantage.
and use your potion of possibility for yourself.
Unless he uses acrobatics.
Unless he uses acrobatics.
I'll lucky myself.
Fuck, how dare you.
It's a natural 20.
Damn it.
But
Oh, but it's disadvantage.
it's disadvantage. Too good. Total of 14.
Okay.
There's no way you can reroll it. That was just a one-wasted attack. You can try again with your second attack if you want.
Yeah, I will try.
Okay.
Which means, does he get another response, or is it still the 14?
Still has to respond, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no response.
On.
7.
Well-
2.
I mean, I rolled a.
You can use one of your lucky if you want.
I just used it. I'm out after that.
You can use one of your inspirations if you want.
I'll use my inspiration. Yeah. Come on, you fucking dice.
Come on.
I love you. Please.
This is not 20.
Oh
Even better.
no! What dice is it?
It's my usually very lucky dice. My starry one.
Gemstone one. Her gemstone one.
Holding that one.
You don't have to use that roll, but
But it would
Yeah.
have tied still, which still loses, right?
no, tie goes to the attacker.
Oh!
Oh,
So then you
yeah.
didn't have to do the roll.
You don't have to use that. Keep that inspiration then.
oh, thank you.
I've already used both of mine.
Okay, so I get it.
Staying alive.
You are still
Bonus
alive.
action, Misty Step over 30 feet. Though.
Okay.
Nice.
You grab the trident and there's a struggle back and forth before you just rip it out of that tentacled arm. The suction cups just as you pull it away, and then you just become mist in this moment. Where are you teleporting to?
Before I become Mist, I'm gonna say, "Sorry, Grumps."
So good.
Wow. Okay, where we go?
30 feet down.
Back to my ship.
Okay. You appear with the trident.
I shall sink with it.
Do you have an open attunement slot?
Does anybody
Don't.
nowadays?
I do.
Don't. Okay.
I've got one.
Don't give it to
You'll have a god.
How long does it take to
silly than the
unattune or
last.
something?
Unattuning takes 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Attunement only takes an action. So in my setting, if you have an attunement slot and you take that really cool item in that moment, you can.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Yeah. It's okay though. That's the way
Yeah,
the game
it's
goes.
He can't use it right now since he doesn't
Yeah.
have it. So at the very least, he did something.
He's gonna
incredible.
chase the hell out of you, though.
Yeah. Okay. You're fast.
Next up, Captain.
Because you're Zephyrs, right?
You see your captain
And you
appear
still
on
have
deck
movement.
holding
You
the
still have
trident
movement, yeah. Do you want to move further?
across the way.
Move me further.
The hag is still right in front of you.
Excellent. Still looking at the hag.
Get distance.
Gonna pull my lucky card out and at the captain.
Okay.
Casting hold person on him.
Okay.
I need a wisdom save,
Wisdom save.
which would be my
14.
14.
That
Fail
was
this.
so good, Britt.
I didn't
That's the face of a Keegan that's not happy with what just happened.
Did you re-roll it the first time?
He's going to use legendary resistance.
Ah!
Okay, that
One
was his first
legendary resistance gone.
Yeah.
I don't care.
lucky.
You're lucky, so you still have a potion then.
I'm gonna leap off of the destroyed. Where is the rest of the crew?
So you still have a
So the rest of the crew, I'll put them out
I
now.
used to.
They have made it out
So you have your potion. Don't drink
here.
duration because
It's 8 hours or 4 hours then.
that's good.
They are on the railing as they came out of different doorways and hatches and immediately slid down the ship onto the railings as they're all kind of bouncing, looking for a way across.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump onto this ship and, in the most horrific response to her horrific looks, I'm going to wild shape into my super secret special monster creature.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Rolf.
10.
10.
That's
Okay.
enough. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
It's not interesting. if
Is
it's
it
enough.
interesting?
It's very interesting.
She's still the closest one to you.
Yeah, if you like go into like a blood frenzied
yeah,
rage,
you-
like they're the closest.
Leap off and change into this form as your tail starts to flip around as you kind of like snake-like come back up with your claws, the wolf face, and you lose control of yourself
Fuck
in this
yeah, I
moment. But there is only one target nearby.
Fuck yeah, there is.
Best spot to lose control
Yes.
at.
You still have control of yourself.
Love it.
You're gonna run your character. If anyone else comes close to you, I'll have you roll a save to see whether or not you attack them.
Sure.
Okay.
So a bonus action, right?
Yeah. Stop your action.
My action is
To wild shape.
Oh, to wild shape. Okay.
my bonus action was my card.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
And I probably have more movement, but I'm not interested in breaking melee with this bitch. So
This bitch.
that is
That is
all
it.
I am doing.
Nice. That's okay.
All right.
Good.
Okay. Next up, Ian.
All right. Captain, you're a badass, mate. All right. We're gonna fucking kill your Gramps, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bang bang. I shot him dead. Oh, these are not sharpshooter shots.
Okay.
Well, one of them could have been.
25 and a miss.
25 and a miss. Are you going for Killian?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll damage. on that one.
Resist necrotic. That's okay.
Ooh, I rolled shit. That's okay. That's gonna be 8 points of damage total
8.
between lightning and acid.
Okay.
What legendary resistances do you get in a fight?
3 usually.
Con save, please.
Natural 17.
Okay.
He would have also had a con save on my Eldritch Blast. Just needs a 10 or higher.
8 plus numbers.
Okay, then yeah, he's good.
And I will send Elmo up.
Plus numbers.
Elmo, you're a hero. Is this 30 feet from Elmo to him?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cool. So Elmo's
Alright.
gonna bonus action attack him.
Thanks, pal. Big preach.
Good job.
Oh, nice. It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit. Elmo always hits.
Yeah, for 3 points of force
Starlight.
damage.
Crimson Starlight.
Yeah. For what?
3 force.
3 force.
That doesn't hit nearly as hard as she does, though.
But another con save still.
Crimson Starlight destroys.
10.
Okay.
Close though.
I feel like we probably need like a natural 1 on that.
Yeah.
Or a fuck ton of damage.
You're looking a little weak, right? You're always weak.
Yep.
I'm big scary
I'm
monster.
gonna say, hey, Tangles! Come get me.
Who's Tangles?
He's like, I tried to say tentacles, but it came out Tangles.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. You committed.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. I thought you were going to be like, hey, stick true to your namesake.
Yeah.
Killian.
Killian.
Kill Ian.
I hate
Kill
it.
Ian. He will kind of
Dissonant whispers.
float off of the stand in the crow's nest.
So
Out just over the 2 ships. He'll look at you with the trident. Will you abandon your crew to the abyss? He'll look at the 4 on the railings down below. He's going to cast a spell then.
Counter spell?
I don't
like
have that.
any of us have that.
I don't think any of you do.
You still have perspiration.
Still have perspiration. Okay. Alright. As this cube goes off all around them, you watch as the raindrops hit this cube and they slow down. You watch all of their movements
Slow spell.
slow down.
He's now concentrating on that.
Yes, drop that night. All
I think it's like charisma saves or something like that.
all 4 of them are slowed.
Whoa.
Okay. And then he will. Uh, 22 and a 21 to hit you.
Yeah, that hit.
You still absorb elements. If that's applicable.
This is force damage. This is an Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, Warlock.
So, the first one is 7 points force damage.
It's force an element.
The second one is 5 points of force damage.
Still alive, Captain.
You single digits?
Still alive, Captain.
The natural 20 is going for you, Ian.
Ooh.
12 points.
I'm still up, baby!
Oh my god! Fucking hell, dude.
So low. You're lucky it's not maximized. Okay.
Thank you, Drunk Prince.
That will end his turn. Next up will be the hag.
Stop having turns.
I'm trying. Going as fast as I can.
I really don't think you're trying that hard. Because
Okay, so you have a healing potion, I have a healing spell, you have a healing spell. So we can circle jerk each other.
Correct.
that is a way to phrase it.
I have an idea of what I'm about to do with mine.
Is it a circle jerk?
No.
Well, then you're fucking up.
You gonna Baldur's Gate it, throw it on the ground?
Definitely not. It's a great way to waste a potion. Not in Baldur's Gate, but in here.
She will throw a lightning bolt at you. Make me a dex save from your new form.
Not worried about him.
You got this. You got this. You got this decent bonus. Decent bonus, even if you're not proficient.
What's your HP in this shit?
28.
Oh, yeah, you got this. You had this.
8?
8. Take 24 points of lightning.
Oh, you're still in
it! Fucking A.
I mean, but you just took a full-ass lightning bolt.
There was a full ass.
Straight to the face.
Yeah. From on top of the railing, you see her
Frankenstein
hand.
monster, that
it
shit.
shifts to that natural state, and you see these long nails and spindly hands where the skin is taut to the bone. As lightning collects and this whole lightning bolt comes straight across the ship, shooting into the water as
She's
it
got
rips
to bulk
through
up.
you. Yeah. That will end.
I got some creatines for you if you need them.
Her turn, actually. She's going to break.
Attack of opportunity.
Take an attack of opportunity if you'd like. Or you can use your reaction to
Tail swipe.
tail swipe.
Because she's standing on that ledge.
Yeah.
She'd fall off into the water. What else are you saving your reaction for?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
That'll hit a hag.
That will hit a half.
Yeah!
I wasn't too sure.
Strength save.
AC of 14.
Ooh, okay.
What's that?
Strength save?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to roll this out in the open.
She takes 5 damage.
What's the DC for it?
15.
15. Plus 3.
Okay.
So she needs
11
a-
or lower
11 or lower.
to fail.
I need
Fail.
you to fail this.
Just go and get.
Go get it.
14.
That's
Saves.
worse than we wanted it to be, right?
Yeah.
This game's dumb.
dumb.
The
Why do we
tail
play
swipe
it?
comes under. It trips her momentarily before she leaps up and jumps onto the railing here, and begins moving down the mast.
Interesting. And now
Falls
she's
into
dead.
the water. Love it.
I don't want to break these ships. I'm starting to be so careful. Okay, that will end her turn. Back at the top. It is now rolling again for the ships.
If it snaps, though, but then they're screwed.
Yeah. Before we do that, I'm going to roll for the crew, who's going to attempt to start climbing in their slowed state.
Poor guy.
I really like these, all right, the crew are out. Slowed. Fucking guy.
This fucking
I'm
guy.
going to start with Lucky, and then we'll move down the list. I'm going to roll in the open.
I think you should have the lucky feet.
This is going to be their acrobatics to see whether or not they can start bouncing on the mast or are able to kind of shimmy along the ropes. So, Lucky's up first. The DC for this, which you guys have been dealing with as well, is 15. They are NPCs. They have no modifiers. Lucky, 11, fails.
I'm gonna. How many of them are there?
4.
I'm gonna feather fall all of them.
Okay.
So hopefully at least give them a chance to catch on or something like that.
Okay. If they fail, they will roll a dex save to see whether or not they can stay on the ship.
Okay.
A 17 for, that would be Liara. She is able to start
up.
climbing on the ropes to get across. Next up would be Tavian.
Who cares?
19.
Oh my
God damn it,
god.
of course he survives.
I live to gamble another day.
He hasn't survived yet.
He'll start climbing up towards the crow's nest. And then the last up would be Brandon the dwarf. That is cocked. It's almost a natural 20.
How's that cocked?
It was sitting on the edge of the map.
Oh, okay.
It might not look like it to you, but to me it was like this.
My brain wasn't like computing. I was like, I don't have a D20 cannon in open space.
An 8
Oh.
fails.
Okay.
So Lucky and Brandon failed. I'm going to roll dex saves for them to see if they're able to stay on the ship.
Okay.
Lucky, 7 fails.
Into the water.
Brandon, 2 fails.
Okay.
Can they have advantage because they're being affected by featherfall?
No, it's only going to slow their descent. All of you would see as the crew starts to shimmy across. Lucky, with his peg leg, slips off of one of the ropes and just begins tumbling and falling straight down into the whirlpool below. Before Featherfall goes off and his descent is slowed as he falls into the darkness. Branwen,
So that'll buy them something.
a dwarf of her stature and shorter legs, has a harder time.
I believe I
moving
gave
here.
her the cloak of the manta ray as well.
Yes.
And they can all breathe underwater.
Also falls as the two of them just begin descending into the darkness as Tavian and Liara look on in horror as the two crew members fall.
And they probably action dashed, yeah? So they probably got at least halfway?
Yes. Nah. No, even with slow, they would have action dashed
That'd be a
gotten halfway.
Yeah, that'd
still
be
would've
15
been-
and 15.
Yeah, so they'd still be good. So they're about at this halfway point, right around here. I don't want to try and stick their minis to
Yeah,
it, so.
that's fair. That's fair.
Starting at the top, Jacoby.
Hi. You have a means of healing?
Technically. Yes, I do.
Swirl.
Okay. Bonus action. I will burn another tentacle of the deep. Can you grab me that coin that's right there? It's a silver coin, which indicated.
Yeah. It's stuck in there.
That's okay. Honestly, we don't really need it right now. I got it. Perfect.
Let me get.
Oh wait, that's not where he is though, is he?
No, me.
Anymore? Because he's floating in the middle.
Try and get this out here too.
Oh my god.
There we go. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, he flew
That's
that way.
sexy.
Never mind then. That's not what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Because I have no way of reaching him.
The tentacle has to rest on something, it doesn't float?
No, it has to a point which a place that. Well, hold on. What does it say? Tentacle.
I will say 5 feet directly below him is one of the masts sticking up.
Yeah. So you can spot it off the mast.
Which just, that's serendipitous.
It just says I can magically summon a spectral tentacle that strikes at my foes.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, I'm not an expert in it, but I always thought it was really similar to spiritual weapon.
What the fuck are you doing?
Never mind.
Yeah.
The beer started overflowing.
When I create it, I make a melee spell attack
we don't-
against
we don't
one
drink
creature that I can see within
here.
10 feet of it.
We don't?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be on a point of the
I-
ground.
Okay.
So this geyser of water will fly out of the ground, creating this extra tentacle that swings. Oh, that's way better than a coin. Yeah, I'll swing.
Okay. Roll a hit.
Swing, swing.
Natural 20.
Whoa!
Baby. Silver bars.
How dare
If
you?
only I had it.
Legendary resistance.
So I roll the dice
Which is-
and then double that.
That's 8
you
to 10,
just-
I think it hits for.
Yes,
I roll the dice and double. Yeah, because we're not maxing out the dice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's. Does he resist anything? Necrotic, right?
Necrotic, yes.
Okay. So the 1 doubled doesn't matter. It'll just get cut in half again to 1. The 7 becomes 14 points cold damage.
Okay.
Plus 3, so 17 points of cold damage and 1 point of necrotic.
Wow, that's an impressive tentacle.
Nice.
I've seen more impressive.
Have you?
Yeah, it's called the internet.
Con save.
And then I will, con save. And I did 15 points, so it's still 10.
I'm gonna burn a legendary resistance.
Alright, that's 2 though.
That's 2 gone.
That's 2.
Okay.
You got 8 more.
2 motes of water.
I would quit D&D
Fire both of
forever.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never coming back here again.
Wow. Swing one way, swing the other.
Happens.
You know what? I'm going to burn an inspiration on this
Okay.
instead of a natural 1.
Yeah, baby.
That's not that much better. Misses.
Misses. Okay.
Second bolt will be fine. Okay, just misses. 16.
Yeah, that tentacle hits him. He kind of bounces around in the storm. There's constant movement. It's very hard to hit a target here.
Did it look like he took the full cold damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, Captain. Oh,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I get in this corner.
okay.
Break line of sight as much as I can.
Is that you in the corner?
It's me in the spotlight.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds
Okay.
at 2nd level.
Add an extra D8 to it because I am going off of his cure wounds.
Nice. 3d8.
Oh, yeah, you're
Regular
doubling.
cure wounds is garbage.
That's what 2024 is doing now, too.
Ooh, 20
Is it really?
points.
Yeah. They bumped up
yeah,
all healing.
It's got to be a little more worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm going to.
Action.
I still have my Zephyr Strike movement.
So you're fast as shit. You got an extra 10 feet.
To note for Killian, his movement speed is reduced by 10 until the end of his next turn.
That's by 30 feet. Isn't it? Or,
An extra 10, so
oh, 10. Okay.
I think.
So 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, so. 20. Could I reach any of the crew that's falling?
With 40 feet of movement?
Yeah.
No. If you action cast already,
Yeah.
so with 40 feet, you could fly over the edge, and you might better reach them next turn because they are falling
Too
slower
slowly.
because of
That's true.
featherfall.
Falling
Slowly. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks
and
into the
then-
darkness, a bunch of eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, so she's about here.
Okay. And then
Floating
you're
right
just
here.
diving essentially after them.
Yeah.
Okay.
She probably got about there then.
But I still get a bonus action attack.
Yeah, so
right?
gonna only if you use the
Only if you use
action.
the action attack, yeah.
But you could bonus action if you have it on the second level to if you still need to get to them. What you potentially Misty Step, but it burns a whole second level.
Because you could misty step 30 feet further down.
Yeah.
Keegan, I have to roll for hex concentration from the lightning bolt. Okay. I succeed, barely.
I will Misty Step down.
I
Misty
got
step
a
down.
10.
Okay. You run forward, fly forward over the railing, dive down into the whirlpool. The two ships crumbling together as you turn into mist and further down as you descend further into the darkness.
Further down.
Which one are you chasing after, Lucky or Brandon?
Well, Sophie's choice here.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is? Lucky.
It's not a hard choice.
Yeah.
Lucky. Okay.
The much more interesting of the two.
The one who's been an active participant in our narrative.
And whose
Hey.
voice we want Keegan to keep doing. 'cause it's a lot of fun.
True.
Fair.
Hey, Braemon's around, you know?
I don't know if Brandon's a boy or a girl, okay?
She's a dwarf.
And that matters to you because...
It doesn't. That's how little I know about this
If you
character.
had to guess the name Branwyn,
That sounds feminine,
Sounds gender neutral to me.
but it
because
could
names
be
don't
dwarf,
have genders.
so it could be.
She has a beard too.
she does. Magnificent beard.
Non-binary.
More of an enigma by the second.
Okay. So do I get him?
Not
You are. So they still descend at about 60 feet. You're about 10 feet away from him.
Okay.
As you're kind of flying down, reaching out, Lucky is tumbling down, unable to control his fall.
Okay.
Um,
I still have the trident.
you still have the trident.
That's my
Give it to
I
Lucky.
bet you Lucky has a free achievement slot.
Oh my god!
Wait, and there's teleportation shit with the trident, I think. So Lucky could save Branwyn.
And you. Oh wait, you can fly.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Wait, that's a great fucking idea.
Martin, you're up.
In my angry,
Nonsense.
monstrous monster form, I'm going to leap off of the deck at the target that just evaded me onto that crumbling mast to try to attack that thing.
Makes the most
I love
sense.
that.
I mean, what else would he do?
Commitment to the bit.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping for when I moved over there.
I mean, there's no other targets around.
Roll me that acrobatics.
What is that even? It's a dex check, basically?
D20
Yeah.
plus. Yeah, it's just a +3.
Not bad.
17.
17. The DC has been 16. It still is.
Nice.
As you're able to kind of like slither and move forward, and your tail wraps around the mast, keeping you upright as you're moving towards this hag.
Going after her, just slavering and
Able to get there.
going first. Is this?
Use tail splash.
Yes. Finally, people are fighting on the mast. Over
That's
the
all
whirlpool.
supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It's a hag and a wolf.
Alright, going for a
Narwhal.
claw swipe first with a 21.
That will hit.
Nice.
8 damage.
Concentration check?
Damage. It is.
She was concentrating on something. I don't know what.
Something.
I wonder if it's keeping the girls where they are.
Fails.
Ooh.
Nice. And the whirlpool goes away.
Call waters.
Oh my gosh.
Perception. Perception.
Dirty, filthy 20.
Filthy 20.
8.
8.
7.
7. Okay. Only you would see this, but it doesn't really matter to you. Back behind you, now coherent and with noise, no longer sealed in a containment of a spell. You can hear the girls screaming from below deck.
Are they closer to me than this creature, this
So they
mag
were
is?
probably silenced.
No, the hag's way closer to you. It's right in front of
Fantastic. Bite down.
you. Bite down.
You girls got lucky this time. 9.
9.
Hits.
Does not hit.
Oh, okay. And that is my turn.
Okay. Next up, Ian.
Alright, I will.
Wish to hit.
But I saw the girls, even if I don't hear them right now.
You only hear them. You couldn't really see where they were.
When the acid dropped, though.
Oh, you did see them then.
Okay. Nice. So I will action move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Be right about there. They are.
35.
Yeah.
So they're what, in here or?
They were below deck, like kind of right below you. where you
Oh,
are
so
right
how do I
now.
get below deck? Is it through this
I
grate
mean,
here?
You could slip through that grate, or you could just kind of jump through the hole from the acid.
Acid hole.
Acid hole.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna just drop through the acid hole then.
Bodies.
Okay. Blocking everything.
And
Alright,
then, what, are they tied up physically?
No, they are free. They were contained by a spell before that.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So I guess before I drop down, then what I'm gonna do is actually I'm going to fire off at Killian twice with my lightning.
Okay. Roll to hit. Are you sharpshooting?
17 AC?
17
I'm not
AC.
going to sharpshoot it.
Okay.
That's going to be... one definitely hits with the 20-something. The other one misses.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. That's going to be much better.
Mo better.
16 points of acid and lightning damage. Huh?
Nice.
Going to deal damage.
And that's
Bonus.
another con save.
Yes, it is. Bonus action, I will send Elmore out.
Burn that last legendary resistance, Keegan.
Do it, little bitch.
You won't.
That's a natural 1.
I don't even know what's going on, but you
Yeah,
won't do
burn
it.
the last one.
Wuss.
I
You
didn't
need
care.
to Keegan. Nobody likes you. I'm sorry, this is out of line.
I'm not going to burn it.
All right.
Slow
slow
drops
ends.
on Tavian and Liara as they're crossing.
Good. And so now Lucky could really fucking do it.
Okay.
And bonus action attack with Elmo. That's gonna be a 19 to hit
That'll hit.
for
Elmo's always
3
on it.
points of force damage.
3 points.
Just fucking nickel and diming him to death.
I love how our summons have just surrounded him. Just
Wait, quit it.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Can I item interaction hand off 2 daggers to some of the girls?
I'll say you could drop them through the acid hole.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch out, ladies. Use these.
That's 2.
I don't know.
They start
I
killing
want
each
to fucking
other.
arm themselves.
I've been living with you for a week.
You're a horrible roommate! Wash your fucking dishes!
Oh my god. You'll see one of them look up to you as she picks up the dagger,
my peanut butter.
stumbling kind of back and forth before like grabbing onto something on the wall, looking up at you. Where the hell are we?
I don't know. It's crazy up here.
Honestly, they're safer down there.
Much safer.
Okay. That'll end your turn. Next up is Killian.
Movement speed is reduced by 10.
Yeah. I should shout over here.
2-8.
He'll kind of hold out his hand as some energy starts to gather. He will tap his chest, and his movement just seems to have like that almost after image effect as he's moving. And then he watches the shadow dissipates from underneath of his jacket, and he begins to free fall down.
Oh,
And he will cast haste on himself.
go do it.
You know what I've never been using? My mirror images.
On your
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah, all the times I've fucking gotten hit.
Aren't they on roll to hit, though? Not saving throws?
Yeah, but the crit of the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
and I meant to.
I don't think Tentacles of the Deep can make an attack of opportunity.
21 to hit you.
Yeah, hits.
Okay.
Oh, because he was hasted. I was like, how did he get that far?
Take 11 points.
Wait, he's able to
of force
haste
damage.
and make an attack?
Cantrip.
Haste is a cantrip.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought he was making like melee
I healed
strikes.
myself before.
Huh?
It's good I healed myself earlier.
Yeah, very good. Okay, the next one to you for an 18 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of force damage.
I come out of my form.
Okay. If any damage carries over, it damages Martin.
That seems wrong.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. The next one to you for a 24.
Nice. That would hit. Let's see if it hits my, my
Duplicate, yeah.
thing. It does not, so I'm going to use my inspiration to reroll this d20.
Okay.
Okay, so it hits one of the duplicates.
Okay.
Nice, good use.
Shatters the image. As he is free falling, he just kind of throws his tentacle arm and his hand up, and this eldritch energy just bursts out, hitting all of you as he turns his attention towards you moving down.
His AC is now a 19.
Okay. Next up is the hag, who has
guess-
you right in front of her.
think we've been properly introduced yet. Nice to meet you. You seem like a very lovely individual.
Coughing up blood.
If you want to fuck off out of here with it, that would be just quite nice. Doing all of us a favor, including yourself. Just ignore me. It's fine.
She's trying.
It hits.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I was trying to decide what she wants to do. I'm going to cast another lightning bolt, which I believe I can hit the two of you. Since you're in line.
Yep.
I'm immune to lightning.
Dex saves for both of you.
Doesn't matter, I have 2 HP.
I have 5 HP.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you rolled all one. Well, if you rolled all ones, then it was cut in half. You guys would live.
Okay. The hag.
Sure.
I was trying to be optimistic.
I'm not going to roll damage. There's no way it can cross the threshold to outright kill you. You will both be in death saves. As the hag, again, her hand shifts to that natural form. The lightning bolt strikes out, striking across you, down through you, and into the ship. As lightning courses across your body, Martin, as everything fades in and out, you feel your foot slip off of the mast as you begin tumbling into the abyss.
Record scratch. I'd be wondering why I got here.
You drop down. The girls ask, where are we? What's going on? As a lightning bolt through your body, as you tumble across the deck, and your body is just smoking.
My head hits a wooden shard.
Yeah. As you're not unconscious, your eyes are like slowly blinking, and you're laying on top of the deck, kind of like looking down into the hole created by the lightning and the acid. As you feel the whole shift of the ship, and you start to slide down. We're back at the top. The crew is going to continue to try and move. I will again roll out in the open for them.
They're no longer slowed.
They're no longer slowed. So we have Liara and Tavian currently on ropes and the mast trying to cross. What's up?
Did he cast haste as a bonus action?
No,
Eldritch
action.
Blast and haste are both actions.
He's hasted. He has another action.
Fuck, my brain. I'm trying to. I was like, how is that happening?
There you go. Okay. So first up, we'll go with Liara. As a reminder, we need a 15 or higher on die. Natural 20.
Yeah, baby!
Nicely done.
And that's enough, so you can get off.
Yeah.
That should
You heard me.
only with the captain.
I'm doubling down on that.
So
She makes it across onto deck.
Is that gonna paste?
Yeah.
About the rules, how you have
About
to do
the
an
rules.
action, an attack if you're gonna get
It is
the-
one weapon attack only for the action.
Oh, I'll quicken spell and cast it as well.
That's fine. I am trying to get anything we can in this fight.
So everyone knows, he is a Sorlock. There you go.
Yeah. Anything I can get at this, I will.
Okay.
I don't care if I have to rules lawyer in this fight. We need it.
Next up will be Tavian.
Yeah, because it's action surge that lets you cast a spell as an action with that
Is he
extra
two?
action.
We don't care about him.
Who? Who's
Tavian.
This? Yeah.
Bye, Tavian.
So I said
He
who.
makes it up onto the mast.
I
and it's
throw a
kind of
dagger
like
into his ass.
He's wrapped fully around it, and then he sees you fall and looks over. Darling, and slips himself and
He's
falls.
gonna save you.
I'm very comforted by that.
Tavian falls into the abyss as well. I'll put Lucky out here. Lucky's closer.
We're all heading down there anyways.
Can you put a trident in Lucky's hand?
No, the captain can. I'll be right here. Okay.
It's only been like 3 rounds of combat.
Tumbling down. Yeah. Okay. Time to see if the ship snaps.
God, I hope it does.
Yeah, take that hag down there too.
High or low?
At this point, we want to
Hi.
snap.
High. Okay.
High all the way.
So it is now.
44, that's
50.
me!
Okay.
50-50, baby. Let's do this.
All right.
We're going high.
But honestly, it's okay if it's low. We don't mind if it snaps.
Oh, I can't see it. I can't see it.
I can't see it
It's
under the ship.
Oh.
Keen. But not in front of the audience.
Oh no.
Get off, second key.
Oh, the tragedy. A 2.
Just a
That's
2.
okay.
Just a 2.
Our homies are good.
Good's a relative.
Those that were going to be good are good.
That's true.
One who is potentially
true.
going to be good.
We'll commandeer his ship.
Well, and the hag's going down, so.
His rudder's broken.
The
fix
3
that.
masts
In a whirlpool.
snap
I didn't say that.
as the ship
Completely barrels over.
The entire lower part of the deck flips upward and begins to fall back towards Killian's ship,
Amazing.
doing a complete roll.
I'm gonna turn it the other way.
Yeah, we could.
You
This
pull.
won't be a disaster.
You pull that out, and then I'll flip the ship.
I'm sure the hag goes under
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
into the drink.
into the drink.
I mean, that is what
That
would
makes
happen.
sense.
Yeah. Let that just be floating debris.
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 Oh, wait a minute. Just hang
Oh
on.
yeah. Just use the bottom of that, and we'll get this out of here.
Oh, yeah, completely flipped upside down.
Brittany Law.
Look
so
at her.
smart.
Incredible. That's how we keep her around.
This is why she's the
Someone who needs a brain.
If we only had a brain.
What did I put?
That's a platform to stand on and fight.
He's dead.
I literally have no idea where I put it.
Put what? Who?
Killian. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he exploded.
All right, and he's still flying.
He's
What?
fucking
Where is
dead.
it?
Dive bombing, so towards the captain.
These two are floating up here, so
Yeah.
I'll look onto the side so we can.
Right there. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Scatter
throw it out there.
shot.
So at the top of this round, the ship rolls over, hitting Killian's ship. I need everyone on board Killian's ship to make a dexterity saving throw.
I think I'll fail
You would
that one.
auto fail.
I think that's just me.
Oh, Liara's here.
That's 15.
15. We'll save.
Okay.
The ship is bumped and you're kind of rocked back and forth. You are bumped and begin falling off yourself.
So I was already prone, so if there was any railing, it would make logical sense that I would just go up against the rail.
I guess there is a railing there.
Most boats have that.
Most boats would have that.
Although, if I may,
Shut the fuck up! No.
No, it's here. I don't know what to do this.
I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
Very convenient.
Derailed.
Roll d20.
I mean, a giant ship
I want
slammed
high.
into it,
High.
right? It stands to reason some of the
15.
railing broke.
Okay. You hit the railing.
Okay. Because otherwise, there's no way I'm getting that potion to you.
2 points of bludgeoning damage. on
Alright,
roll a
one
death
failed death save.
Okay.
Right. Forgot you heard that. Come join me underwater. It's great.
Join
Join
us.
us. Come and play.
Liara will also hit the railing and be knocked prone,
But not unconscious.
but not unconscious. Not unconscious. Okay.
Hate that.
Back at the top.
7 hit points, right?
Just clarification for anyone listening at home and just for my own brain and sanity. Currently, the only 2 people on a ship besides an NPC is Jacoby and Ian, who is in death saves. Captain is the only one with any control as she is flying, trying to catch Lucky, who is in free fall, along with every other character in this encounter.
In the game.
As this ship just rolled over and is now tumbling down towards everyone free falling. Okay, back at the top, Jacoby.
Thanks, mate. How far away is Killian from my tendril?
Central was about.
He moved.
30
He fell 60 feet at least.
Okay, I'll just make another one. Make that one disappear. Bring another one up. Within striking range of him.
All right.
Children. We're putting children.
Natural 20!
Oh my god!
Hell yeah!
Holy shit.
Okay. Okay, that's a bit better. I won't double the necrotic damage, so it'll just be 2 necrotic damage. 15 points of cold damage. So that's a total of 17, so a DC 10 con saving throw.
You did it.
I hope. Let's see. He has another legendary resistance, so. And he's gonna burn it.
He is. He can't be stunned right now.
Little bitch.
Okay, that's fine.
No more legendary saves for Killian.
Give him the Stone Cold Stunner.
Okay, I'm gonna bite off your finger.
What's Liara's initiative?
She's after you.
Right after me?
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Who's this person?
Oh, Liara. Yeah, sorry. I thought you said Lyra.
Yeah. She's at, like, the end of
She's
initiative.
at the end. Yeah, just before the ship actions is when they all go. They're low priority, so I put them there.
Fuck.
What time is that later?
I'm gonna readjust how I moved. I was back here. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna come up to that edge.
You're edging.
2 Eldritch Blasts at Killian.
Okay, roll the hit.
Oh, 19.
19 hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Second shot. Well, that went everywhere. I'm gonna do that again. Even worse. Only 1 shot hits. Bad. 5 cut in half to 2. 4 points of damage in total.
Okay.
Another con saving throw though.
There's another con save.
DC 10.
We lethargy him.
I will roll this out in the open.
What's his plus?
+7.
Okay.
So
So 2 or 1.
2 or 1, yeah. No, 3. 16.
16.
He's good. Because if it's plus. Oh no, you're right. My brain. Broken.
Okay. Then
And then that was 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. No. 20. Try and get away from some line of sight, though I don't think I succeeded. And I'll end my turn.
all right.
I couldn't close the distance.
I get it. Odds are I won't die this round.
Captain, you're up.
Don't say that out loud, please.
You are flying down.
Make it to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand the trident to Lucky.
Before you rolled, I
and
was
I'm
able to
gonna
get
say,
to you.
use this wisely.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
What does he say in response?
Divine intervention. If I die, can I play lucky?
Sure. Got me, sir.
You're the most trustworthy sea dog I know.
He will reach out and
drowning in
grab
the water.
the trident.
You're not a sea dog. You're a sea wolf.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
As Lucky grabs the trident, you watch as the fur on his hand, up his body, all begins to stand on edge and becomes like that green sheen of like grass almost as the wind is whipping it around. And his eyes turn this bright green. We'll see what happens.
He becomes the big bag.
Okay.
The drown prince starts.
You
What?
still have your action, bonus action. That was just an
He was
item.
the Drowned
action.
Prince all along.
Right.
Okay. I'm going
There's a
to.
thought. They're both Fae.
Is he still falling technically?
He is still falling.
Paragon Fae.
I will say
In terms of like original
You
lore. I don't know what it is.
look at your hand as you reach out and you watch as the green tattoo on your hand as you hand off this trident, 2 of the markings disappear.
Oh, it's either really good or really bad.
You have 1 remaining as the tattoo almost just starts to blink in and out of existence on your hand.
Conscious.
Oh.
We're each of us is a prong, and we're both unconscious right now.
Yeah.
And I'll.
You had it packed. Just to remind you.
And what?
You have it packed
I did.
to remind you. As Killian is charging forward after you in free fall.
Okay. I'll turn around and shoot Killian.
Yes, you will.
I just love the imagery of just turning, falling.
Very Matrix.
A nat 20 and a nat 1.
Do you have any more inspiration for that
I
nat one?
do have an inspiration.
Can you reroll that nat one?
A nat 20!
Two nat
Spotlight's on you!
Oh my god!
Holy
There's
shit!
no way!
Yes,
I didn't look at that! What the?
20, moon!
What the Oh my god!
Yeah!
What are the shits? I'm gonna look at the shits.
Let's fuck and go!
1 in 400.
Yeah.
1 in 400. Oh my.
In this moment.
And any dice roll is 1 in 400. Any 2 dice rolls is 1 in 400.
What's your damage
Shit.
output?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
See if it's
So
enough
that's
to
gonna
take
be 4d10 plus 6, yeah?
Favorite enemy, I believe, as well.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus a d4. So 4d10 and a d4 plus 6.
And then double that.
a natural 20.
No, that was already with
Oh, that was already. Okay.
a natural 20 to a natural
you do have a
1.
bonus action
Reroll
attack
a
after
natural
this.
1 into a natural 20.
plus 6.
Could have written that.
That's nuts.
27.
28.
Oh, 28, sorry.
28 points of damage.
Yes.
Is one attack or both attacks?
That
Both
was
of those.
Both attacks.
But you have a bonus action if you need to.
Yeah.
You don't need to. How do you want to do this? With 122 hit points.
Nice.
God.
12th level Storlock
Oh my
build,
god.
Yeah.
essentially. You finish off Killian Wraith.
Oh, that's so badass. So,
With a double natural. Oh my god!
The last 3 hits of damage have been 20s.
I'm so proud and so mad!
so wild, man. Oh my god. Okay. So after I hand off the trident, I see him coming towards me, and everything's in slow motion as I turn around and kind of fall backwards with like my coat blowing in the wind and everything.
course.
And just boom, boom at him. Yeah. Just boom, boom.
Pew pew.
The bolts turn into middle fingers in both of his eyes.
Poetic justice. As these 2 shots go off, one straight through his collarbone, and as the other bullet is flying directly between his eyes, a perfect shot. A moment of realization comes over his face as he looks at you and sees defining facial features. And there's a moment of recognition as the last 1,000 years flash before his eyes. And the bullet,
Oh man.
as he falls back,
Would have loved to talk to him.
stunned, off into the maelstrom.
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Woohoo!
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
We have crew members to save.
All right, bonus
And-
action. I'll shoot the hag.
Okay. God damn.
Riding off that high. Nat
Yeah.
20.
That's 20.
Not bad.
Okay.
That's gonna hit.
23.
23 will hit. I'll be like, she's dead. Just
fuck him.
Yeah.
5.
Holy crap.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Nicely done.
Amazing.
Woo, what are the odds?
What the
I don't even know the
hell?
odds. Not high. Wow.
Well, and it's got to be a little. Would it be any different because she rolled
Any
Any time
combination of 2 20-sided dies is 1 in 400.
the fact that it went from a nat 1 to a nat,
Nat
20
20,
too,
that's-
like full swing.
Yeah, it had to, like, for that damage to
Yeah.
tap him out.
Because on the face of the die, the 20 means nothing. It's just
Yeah,
a different
that's fair.
side of the polity.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
It's just another probability.
Exactly.
crazy.
Woo.
Okay, your other shot goes off, hits the hag, and she sees Killian lifelessly falling
Fucking deuce out.
aquatic form this bullshit.
She's gonna leave.
Um,
I think she's gonna turn
Next up
into a
is
bird and
Martin.
fly.
who is in death saves and falling.
Like a bird.
I'll roll it. Okay.
Let's hope he rolled better than you did.
Definitely hoping that.
Okay.
Was that a good okay or a bad okay?
It's okay.
Will I continue to sail the seven seas?
We'll find out. After that would be Ian.
I will use my inspiration on this to give it advantage.
Okay.
Two threes.
Right. As long as it wasn't a nat 1, I survived.
Yeah.
And so.
Would have been Killian. Next up is the hag.
What are the odds of rolling 2 natural ones in a row?
1 in 400.
Ooh, I got some decisions to make.
She gone. She knows a losing battle.
There's no reason to keep
All these
this
dead
fight.
bodies are gonna come back and kill her.
No more third level spell slots.
I wanna fly away.
I
Nice
don't
job,
know
Kat.
where my
Maybe
soul
just-
is.
Goodbye.
Try and save you.
Yeah, good luck.
Remember what I did with Lucky?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my way.
Send me on my way.
Okay. She's going to polymorph as she becomes a seagull and begins flying up out of the maelstrom.
Rats with wings.
That's so poetic. Killed the albatross.
And she is able to fly upwards. Okay, we are back at the top. This Killian ship was shunted over, and we're gonna see if it rolls over itself. High or low?
Well, always high.
Always high.
Hi.
Okay.
Feet don't fail me now. 60, 55, 45, not in our favor.
79.
Yeah, baby. 10 more than nice.
Okay. The ship kind of just maintains, it seems not having this rudder is the only thing that kept it from not tumbling over. It's just moving with the water.
It's not trying to fight it.
Not trying to fight it. So, back up top. Jacoby.
Sliding on my knees. Healing potion into Ian's mouth.
Okay. It's an action to feed a potion.
Yeah.
Bruises his cloaca.
I'm gonna roll it here.
My uvula's
That
just
is-
like clogging.
Wait.
8 points of healing.
What's a cloaca?
A cloaca is, I think, an anal orifice.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty sure the cloaca is the entrance to the butthole.
We go from
Look it
like
up.
we go from one of like the coolest moments back to back that to buttholes. D&D folks.
I just look him in the eye. How you doing, mate?
Birds, reptiles, and amphibians. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the track that they used to empty the hair reapers.
Oh my god.
I said what I
You
said.
failed one from taking damage and then you had a 15.
Okay.
Nice. Sir cloaca.
you give me a healing enema.
Hey, that's supposed to be,
I prop him up, pull down his pants, absorbs it more. He doubles the healing, right?
We're in Sedona, Arizona. That would work.
Bonus action movement.
How you doing?
Good, thanks, mate.
Killian's gone.
What?
Captain's badass.
Yeah.
I need to save Pete. Can you help me?
Of course.
I'm going out in the water!
Oh shit.
Flashing back to the first time I died.
Okay.
But if it brings him back, it's worth it. I will leap off the ship and hop off of neighboring debris to just get kind of over where he is and then dive into the water.
Wait, I
Make me
was
an acrobatics
saying
check.
I could do it.
Do my thing.
What are you gonna do?
28.
28.
Oh,
As you heal your ally and get ready to jump over the ship, you have flashbacks into that whirlpool the last time. And the last time, the person that pulled you out was Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Time to return the favor as you dive into the water.
it was mine.
As I dive in, I'll just kind of think,
I can't plan these moments. This is like...
I'll kind of just think in my head also just to the drowned prince. We did it. And he helped as I'm kind of looking at him in the water.
Okay.
Now help me help him.
Make me a charisma check.
Didn't do a lot. This fight.
Help me help you.
17.
17. All of you feel, except for you, as you're
don't feel
kind
shit.
of tumbling down. Actually, you're still conscious, so you would feel this.
Fine.
Some warmth, and you watch as the two come back on. And you hear in your mind, oh yeah. All right, that is your turn.
Yeah, that's everything I got.
Captain, you are up.
I'm gonna grab Lucky and try and fly him up to the ship to swing him over onto the ship.
As you try to grab him, come. We satisfied the packs. The only path is down.
Down. All right. Down we go.
Okay.
Down all.
Captain shouts
Rock
down
the
all.
Most likely.
Hag's gun.
Flying. You could. You are within 120 feet. You could try to shoot.
Yeah, I'll fly up. I'll shoot her.
Okay. You could shoot her without flying up.
Excellent.
You have a what's your range? 120, or is it 80?
90.
90. You'd still be able to hit. Only a 40-foot movement speed as a goal.
It's cocked.
AC of 10.
But I rolled the same. That's good. So I've got a 14 for the first one. And then 21 for the second.
Both hit.
Cool.
I will say this thing has 2 hit points,
Ah,
so
to the
it
first
will knock it out. The first one, some damage will carry
Oh.
over, and then your second one will be hitting the hag. As she and some feathers just start to fall as she's looking up towards the sky and storm above.
Nice.
So that's 13 for the first hit, 12 for the second.
I'm still like coming down from your back-to-back natural 20s. Like my adrenaline's just starting to settle.
Yeah.
Okay. A bullet just up through, and her form fades completely. You see this gnarled, disgusting creature. Seaweed hanging off of its like blue body, gnarled teeth as it's tumbling down, holding its staff.
Should let her go.
Bonus action, one more.
For good measure.
For good measure.
19 to hit.
That'll hit.
This is the Valkyrie's Revenge.
Revenge
That's a good
of the
ship name.
Valkyrie.
What's our next ship?
That's our next ship. We'll name this one.
The Valkyrie's Revenge.
This ship
I think
ain't-
this is
this ship
done.
ain't surviving.
No,
this.
we're gonna rebuy the ne'er-do-well and
Yeah.
rename it.
And rename that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll rename it to the pretty well.
That's the Valkyrie.
well.
Occasionally do well.
Occasionally do well.
Captain Kilter.
How do you want to do this?
Captain
Only has 52 hit points.
Yeah.
And I did chew on her a bit.
Baby.
Yeah.
You know, square her up. I look like that guy in the Olympics. Well,
Oh,
when this
that
airs,
Turkish
that's-
guy?
when this airs, it's gonna be like
We just
happy
dated
Norway.
this. Yep.
God.
We filmed
Hand in pocket.
early August.
Slow shoulder.
Super casual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Down. Yeah, as you're turning around,
Oh,
you just
side
kind of
character.
like throw that last bullet out, not even watching as you turn to face the darkness below.
That's even more badass.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously.
cool captains don't look at explosions, you know?
Too bad I'm unconscious for all of this.
I'm
Stories live on.
trying.
Yeah.
Do you have
Okay.
anything that can actually heal right now?
Yeah, I have another potion.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I've had 2 potions on me this whole
Shove
time.
it in my coin.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, right up the ass.
Martin, as you're tumbling,
What up?
you are on the outside.
Chillin'.
You would hit the water at this point.
Nice.
You make a death save at the start of your turn.
And your final thoughts are.
Strength saving throw, which is auto-failed because you are unconscious.
Fantastic.
Ragdoll physics.
17.
Martin, as you hit the water and begin swirling into the abyss below, your last bit of consciousness, seeing your captain successful, your friends diving after you to save you. What are Martin's final thoughts?
No, Martin.
As he's like, he hits the water, he sees her do the double shot, and then is like, nah, fuck it, and kills the hag too. And he's like, all right, I could say this whole thing went pretty well.
Oh.
Taken by the ocean and gone from sight.
Martin, no.
Martin Redbelly Pete. It's no more.
We're never gonna learn why your name is so complicated.
It's part of my mystery.
Ian, you're up.
How bad were my saves, by the way? Fail,
5,
fail.
a 7, and then a fail from the...
Yes, triple
Yeah.
fail.
Yeah.
Love that for me.
I don't know, any of that just happened. So I'm still in it. I'm gonna look down at the ladies below, and you tell me how you want to action economy this with item interactions or actions or bonus actions or whatever. But I'm going to strip off both my rings of water walking and swimming, and take off my backpack, which has a bunch of useful shit in it. Say, ladies, we're sinking. Save yourselves. And I'm gonna toss it all down to the ladies, and then I'd like to dive into the water after Jacoby.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. Here we go. You wouldn't hit the water in this first round, so you're not going to make a strength saving throw just yet.
Okay.
You are in free fall, down into the darkness.
Yeah.
The ship tumbling down in front of you, and the other ship beginning to turn as you dive into the abyss.
All right.
Next up would have been Killian, followed by the hag. Both are dead. We're back on top for the ship.
What shit?
The Valkyrie's Revenge.
Yeah. As the chances go ever lower, are we still going high?
60-40 against.
23.
Okay.
It's Killian's ship. Flips. And you can see the water is moving so fast that it just rips the bow of the ship apart as it begins.
So just so you know, the ladies have a ring of water walking, a ring of swimming, crowbar, hammer, pythons, rope, and other shit. So they have stuff at their disposal.
Okay. You can see them start dispersing stuff out as they
And
all
two
begin
daggers.
to rotate with the ship as they are all thrown. We're back at the top. Jacoby,
Do I see?
you hit the water. Make me a strength saving throw.
Really not good at these.
I really can't save.
Is this worth an advantage? I think it's worth an advantage.
Depends on
My
your
last-
HP is, buddy.
My last bit of inspiration.
Okay.
Ooh.
Kidding?
No, it's
There's such a small chance it could get worse. It gets
It got worse. I go with the new roll, right? Or do I choose it?
You choose which one.
Sure, I'll choose the 2 minus 1 for 1
dirty one.
compared to my
It
natural
ain't
1.
natural, but it's dirty.
Rob me 0.
Okay.
Can't wait to play a barbarian next.
Take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you are thrown in and bits of debris begins hitting you.
Debris.
As you are immediately pulled down.
I keep hacks.
Wow. That is impressive. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay. Ooh, okay. 17.
17. swirling down below you, you can see Martin's body.
How far away is he?
30 feet, I'd say.
Can I move at all?
You can try to. It will be a athletics check to see if you can move.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay. 16?
16 is not enough for a legendary maelstrom
it's
to
fair.
swim
That's
against
fair.
it. I'm sorry.
That's fair. I don't have a high bonus to my athletics, but I do have a bonus.
That was good though.
Yeah.
Okay. Captain, as both ships are now being ripped apart, your friends lost to the waters, others falling, trying to move with you as you sail down. You and Lucky, ahead of all of this chaos, you begin to see a pool of pale green water just ahead, 80 feet.
We're almost there.
Keep heading towards it.
Okay, are we action dashing?
Yeah.
What is your movement speed with an action dash?
You still have Zephyr
I
Strike up?
have 40 feet.
So 80?
80, yeah.
You're able to hit the pool then?
Yeah, because you have Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
Okay. Splash. Wait. Are we double checking something?
Oh, never mind. It doesn't increase your movement. It just makes it so you don't provoke attacks of opportunity. So 60 feet still, but
60 feet.
but
Okay.
nothing can attack her as she moves past it.
Okay.
You could long stride, but then you couldn't action dash.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. 20 feet out in front of you. Make me a perception check.
11.
11. Looking out, you can almost see your own reflection as this water looks completely still, almost like a mirror. As you're flying towards it, Lucky in hand, holding the trident, his fur still standing on edge, being blown around by the wind. And the closer you get to it, all that chaos above you, the wind, the rain, it all starts to die down and become very, very quiet as you get close to it. You still have your bonus action.
I'll just
Okay.
eat it.
All right. Next up would have been Martin. Ian.
Okay, as I'm diving in after Jacoby, so proud of him for learning some lessons from me. I'm gonna learn a lesson from him and action cure wounds myself. 2d8?
Okay. 3.
First level.
That's first level. Okay, yeah. 2d8.
Okay, 9, but that's 9 I didn't have before.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to, I don't know how to swim without my ring, but I'm strong as shit.
It's true, he is.
So I'm just gonna
Okay.
keep muscling
Guerrilla tactics.
You are falling. You are still at this point where you would hit that water. You're not flying. You're not able to kind of like navigate
Sure.
directly down. So you will still hit the water. I do need a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
With your new strength.
+5.
11.
11. Oh no. Okay.
I don't know how to control these muscles, mate.
Too strong for my own good.
12 points of bludgeoning
I'm
damage.
still up because I healed myself.
Hell yeah.
You hit the water as you cast the spell on yourself, and you immediately try to fight this maelstrom, swimming, pulling yourself down, and you're immediately sucked into it and pulled down. As bits of debris, rock, parts of the ship, barrels that had fallen earlier begin to bombard your body as you descend.
Yeah, and then I bonus action rage. I will have Elma with my bonus action just float ever so gently down.
Okay. All right. Back to top. Jacoby.
Hi.
Hi. I need another strength saving throw.
Hi.
I will say, in this moment, if you choose to move with the water, you will not necessarily take damage because you would be moving with everything at the same speed in that space. So you wouldn't try to swim against it or like down or anything like that. So you wouldn't encounter anything new if it's just naturally pulling you with everything. So you'll be able to do this on the next turn as well.
The captain said down.
This water's wanting to pull us down anyways.
It is, yes.
I think with all all the failure that's been happening, I think there's just nothing Jacoby can do against that. And I think I'm just gonna let the water take me.
Okay.
As Red Belly Pete just gets further from me.
Okay. Red Belly Pete moves further down, and you move further down, swirled into this abyss. You move faster when you're moving with the water. You see this visage through the water as you're moving down of the captain about to reach this pool, which is, make a perception check for me as well.
17 again.
Covering the surface even inside this whirlpool. As you begin to descend down, you can see this shimmering green mirror. As you see Red Belly Pete hit it and then vanish completely, where you were expecting an impact.
I'll aim for that.
Okay. You will hit it on your next turn.
Okay.
If you continue to move with it.
Even though I move so fast.
Yeah. Captain, you're up.
Fast boy.
120 feet.
You hit the pool. As you do, just so I know, are you going to try and fight it next turn as well?
Can I see anyone going with it to some success?
Roll a perception check.
I'm good at those.
He's really not.
17.
But the dice decide
I will
otherwise.
say you make a perception check as well.
No 20.
Jesus Christ.
Queen of the 20s. So
What a
As you
finale.
are flying through, you look around one last time for
I got
your
those loaded
crew.
dice.
As you kind of watch, you would know you saw Red Belly Pete hit this like reflective green surface at the bottom, and he went through it, not being blown
Across
to
it.
pieces on impact. It seemed to just pull him through.
All right, water. We've come a long way. You gonna be a friend? Take the wheel.
Go and take
Crown
the wheel.
Prince, take
Captain,
the
as you look
wheel.
around, you watch as your friends embrace whatever is awaiting them and whatever it is you're charging through. And as everyone, whatever remains of your crew is unknown to you as you move through this glass green mirror. And that's where we're going to take a little break.
Ooh. Introduce your backup character.
Welcome back, everyone.
I'm dead. That's it.
As our crew reached that emerald shimmering mirror, they were all pulled through in one way or another, conscious or unconscious. Each of you finds yourself tumbling, swirling in endless darkness, unable to breathe, unable to see, before you feel that breath of life. Captain, as you come to, looking around, you see your 3 crew members. And Lucky, stumbling out of a pool of water underwater. And there's bioluminescence, flora, and fauna all around you. Jellyfish moving, creating an intense glow to the space. So there you see Jacoby, Ian, and Martin. And Lucky just getting up onto this like seagrass that's moving just outside of the pool. Your HP is reduced to 1 as the effects of Death Ward take you, so you don't die in getting to this space.
God.
You completed your pact. You're able to survive the passage through the mirror.
So if we hadn't completed our pact, if we went through this space, we'd just be fucking dead.
We did it.
It's fucking fucked up.
Holy shit.
So you can feel your heart beating in your chest. Water all around you.
Hours.
What would you like to do in this moment?
Sorry, I should distract.
Stand up and go over to Martin.
You kind of stumble over towards Martin. Your body is sore and beaten down, like it had just traveled through a maelstrom and whirlpool and between worlds. You've experienced this once before, coming from the plane of water. It is very intense travel to move to another world, and you feel that again. You make it over to Martin's body.
Look him over.
Make a medicine check.
That one.
You lean down, listening for a heartbeat, a breath, and you can't hear or focus on anything over your own.
I'll kind of sit back on my heels.
Okay. Martin.
What's up, baby? I'm dead. How you doing?
As you come to
Joke's on
in
you,
this moment,
motherfucker.
you completed your pact. You told the story the Drowned Prince wanted you to tell.
Kind of. All right. Wait. What the fuck is
Comes
all
to
this then? Captain?
I'll put my hand on your shoulder.
You're at 1 hit point.
Get that character sheet back.
Let me ask you, do you feel terrible right now?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I was dead.
I'm pretty sure you were too.
Fantastic.
Welcome back.
Yeah, this is completely normal.
Jacoby, you entered the pool next. You can feel your own heartbeat, the warmth on your hand, as your eyes begin to open, and you see your crew. Fellowship mates and Lucky up on a bank, just barely crawling forward, and the trident in the grass. And Captain standing over Martin as he comes to. Hushed whispers as they're talking. 1 hit point.
Oi, Jake.
As fast as I can.
Get over to him.
Full embrace.
Oh, shit. All right. Calm down, mate. It's all right. We are apparently alive in the weird underwater place that is also underwater. I don't quite understand it.
I'm just glad you're fucking alive, you son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Nice to see you too.
Captain. Well done.
Well, it seems we did it.
Yeah. We seemed to have done it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what happened at the end there. So I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to catch up on this later.
Yeah.
Tell me exactly, who did it? Was it me? Did I get him? It wasn't me.
I'll let
We'll tell you
Captain
later.
share that glory.
Ian. You awaken in this moment, a slight panic as water fills your lungs, but you're able to breathe it.
Yeah, I like this now.
As you see the glowing bioluminescence, flora and fauna, jellyfish, glowing fish moving all around you. In this
1 hit
space.
point.
1 hit point.
Oh, shit. Right, I like this, right? I like this, right?
It's better than 0.
You're here!
Oh, hey.
Wait, we're all here.
We're all here.
We like this, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than
Captain.
the alternative.
If you like it, I could like it too.
Are you referring to water?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just a little bit uncomfortable, so I'm gonna be looking at what you do, and I'm gonna base my actions based on your actions.
I mean, you should basically be doing that at all times.
Yeah, but even more so, I'm just really, uncomfortable where I am, but I feel like I'm supposed to like it because I think this might be the rest of our lives.
Oh, this is like one of them waiting rooms for dead people.
Does this feel familiar to me at all?
Make an insight check.
I am actually proficient in that.
Pretty good, baby.
23.
Come on, rogue.
Okay. 23. You feel that same air and presence that you felt with the captain when you tried to commune with the drowned prince.
Okay.
Before you hear Lucky off to the side. Come. There it is. As he gestures forward, you see a coral palace towering upwards, illuminated only by the creatures that are floating around in this space. There is a cascading waterfall coming out from it of glowing algae down into this pool that you're at the base of. It looks twisted and has shape, but looks like a natural coral formation.
Pulling it out of my pocket. Captain, just in case.
What is it?
It's the potion of superior healing.
All right. Thanks.
I feel like if any one of us is going to need it.
It's gonna be all of us.
Yeah, but she's the captain.
Thank you, Terlo. I'll stand up and brush off my coat.
Quick question, Captain. Would you like me to heal everybody real quick here?
I'm not sure that we can.
That's fair.
Cure wounds on you.
As you try to cast a spell,
Take 2 points
Point
of
of
damage.
damage.
no, just make me a spell check.
That's great. Roll a 7. Was that my spell attack?
Yeah.
Plus your wisdom
Plus your
modifier.
modifier, yeah.
13.
13. That's enough. It goes off.
Oh, cool.
But you do hear as you begin to cast the spell, current moves past you towards this coral palace, and with it you hear just whispers moving past you, carried on the current. It seems
And
like.
on shoulder.
I only heard that when I only heard it. It seems like.
Only you heard it as you tried to cast
and it was
the
because
spell.
of the spell that I cast.
Yes.
So I
Well,
give it.
still.
It's 2d8 of healing.
I believe 3. It's first level.
Yeah.
Oh, 2d8 then. Yeah.
7
7 points of HP.
Thanks.
You can take a slap now.
As so yeah, I heard that whispering, and as I like put my hand on her hair, I'm kind of. Did anybody else hear that? Captain, did you hear that?
No.
Creepy whispering. That way.
The sirens don't go towards them.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, not
Cure
really.
wounds.
All of you make a perception check.
12.
17.
17, 12,
12 as well.
12 as well.
3.
3. Okay. You would hear whispers again as another current moves past you. Unnaturally created, but seems to be carrying words. As more whispers move through. But this time you hear words. The druids are gathering in Tidecrest.
I don't think that's on
It's
here.
not on the map.
Okay.
I think it's the name of one of the ports. isn't
Do
it?
I recognize the name Tidecrest?
You do. It is a port, but not a part of the Kailane Islands.
I have in my notes Tidecrest equals buyer for trident.
Oh, that's where the John Dog's gang is from.
Yeah.
When the voice says druids,
Oh, that's where I'm from too, Doug.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna let it.
Let it marinate for a second.
So we don't have to remember
I was
it.
like, my original name, the Sapphire of Tidecrest. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you shared that with Martin. That's where you're from.
would argue that he
He was probably there when I got picked up.
because I've been there.
You've been on
been
the
here the
ship
whole
for
time.
ages, yeah.
Yeah. Then you know it's just outside the Kailane Islands. A much larger island, very bustling seaport. You've been there before, but you know that that's where Lyra's from.
Okay. I've been there before?
You have. Only momentarily. Only to
Just to
restock and
basically.
supply. Yeah, probably.
But that's also where we went and picked up the girls, isn't it?
No, they were on. Weren't they on Borderlands?
Yeah, they were.
Oh no, they were on Nexus.
But I thought we went to the old brothel, didn't we?
Oh, we did.
Plot hole.
Never mind.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
all on Nexus. Tigress is on Nexus.
Tigress
Okay.
is
But
on
it is still a
Nexus.
bustling seaport.
Yeah,
there,
sure.
So
And it's at the edge of the Kailane Islands anyways.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Hey, Captain, do you know anything about some druids on Nexus?
Do I know anything about druids on
Make a
Nexus?
history check.
Because apparently they're gathering.
12?
So these creepy whispers
12.
are telling me.
You've seen unusual groupings of a combination of animals and people that have come through town on occasion. They don't really interact with the brothel, but you've seen them in town making small trades, doing things, but they don't spend much time there. And in all your time in Tidecrest, you've probably only seen them twice.
Seen him a couple times.
Okay. Continues to make no sense.
Let's head towards the.
Gonna give you one of these, and you one of these, and key wounds to everybody. Do I need to make any sort of dice roll to make
Yes.
sure that
Make a
happens?
spell check.
What is it again? Another
D20.
Spell check. D20 plus your wisdom.
dirty 20 for this guy.
Ooh.
13 for this guy.
Okay. More.
Any more
Move
words?
past you. No more words this time. It's entirely new information. Make an insight check.
Happily. 7.
7. It seems like a flow of information on these currents are all moving towards this palace. And one of them just throws you completely off as you try to cast your spell. And your spell, the words, the components that move with it, are all caught in that and brought forward. And they become whispers themselves and are carried.
The spell doesn't go off,
It doesn't go off.
but the spell slot is used.
It is used.
Lame. What's lamer is 5 HP.
Hey.
And then
I don't know, 0 does feel lame.
I'm going to do it one more time to this guy.
Okay.
15 plus 6.
You're good.
Okay. Let me heal you. Let me love you.
All right.
8 HP.
I will take it.
Fucking hate.
I'm almost back to full. It's great.
It's like, what?
But for a split second, y'all went, really?
It's like, I know you're weak.
As you all regain some hit points and some of
Oh,
your
I don't.
composure and take in this sight, most of you are able to stifle that beating in your chest, that nervousness, as you're just able to take in the sight now.
Captain,
This coral palace lies before you.
orders.
Let's head in.
I'm getting these weird, creepy whispers that are going from over there up to the palace. I'm thinking it's going to be creepy in there.
Do you
I
want
can
to...
do
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We can handle creepy.
Right. Okay.
Would you like any reconnaissance?
Let's go, all of us.
Alright.
You
I
all-
will stay as stealthed as possible.
Okay.
I might march a bit ahead if Captain's okay with it.
Sure.
As quiet as possible.
Make a stealth check.
That's cocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
25.
25. Okay.
18.
As you all swim up in this space and begin moving forward, Jacoby, sticking to different coral and
Are we walking, or are we able to like swim?
you're
in
able to
this
swim
space?
in the space.
Yeah, I'd be feeling a lot more attuned to my natural swim speed
Yeah.
now.
I just muscle dog paddle.
But you're still good for like an hour, right? Yeah.
You approach these. I guess you would see it first as you approach. This cascading waterfall of algae becomes smaller in stature, almost like steps, leading up to these large coral doors that you can almost see space through as the coral has just grown so closely together. It's almost like that fanned out coral, and it's just glowing this like luminescent red almost. That's what lies before you. It looks like the entrance or large double doors to this almost cathedral-like space.
Unless anything that seems apparently dangerous pops up, I think I'll pop out every once in a while, wave forward, and then move ahead.
Okay.
Just to kind of give an all clear for the rest of the team.
Gotcha. Everyone would culminate together at the store.
Okay.
That works. Congregate, that's the word. As you all kind of arrive floating above this like algae-like steps that are flowing into the pool, you woke up, and Lucky's there with you. He's still holding it. You can almost see the grip. His knuckles are just white, covered in fur, but you can see just the strenuous grip he has on this. He does not want to let it go.
Lucky mate, where's everyone else?
Well, I'm not really sure. But I can hear a name. Just one name. The Palace of Coral Abyss.
I don't have that in my notes.
It's his prison.
That's not his voice. It works.
Lucky? You okay?
I'm alright. Yeah.
The drowned prince is imprisoned.
I
I feel like that sounds right.
feel strange.
Is it the trident?
I'm not sure.
He drops to a knee. And falls forward, and his form just fades away. And you see a single black pearl as the trident.
I'll pick up the pearl.
Okay. I could have been Elmo number 2.
Every tackle, oi, come!
The trident hits this algae steps in front of the door.
Captain, can I grab the trident?
I'd be wary of holding on to that thing right now.
I agree. I feel like if anyone should be holding it, it should be you.
I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense.
Even beyond captaincy, it was you who were told to kill Killian.
Yeah?
Alright, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what should happen.
Grab the staff. You don't feel any resistance.
A poor attunement slot.
Not like Killian had. You seem to be able to hold it without it fighting and trying to move against you.
Is there a way to open the door?
Turns into a black pearl.
Do you want to try and inspect it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
13.
13. As you kind of like walk up to it, it is like that coral reef material, but you start to realize that it's almost like a blanket and like a curtain that you're able to just move back. Make a perception check.
$19.
19. The coral like rolls back on itself, almost like it's hiding as it begins to not glow, and all of it's pulled back as your touch seems to frighten it almost. It seems alive. Inside you see just a vast hall, coral pillars holding this up, and steps leading up on either side, spiral staircase, moving up to the next level. This is a very high ceiling, and there are still those like plants and glowing algae, and just even the water itself seems to have like that bioluminescent sense as you move through the space, like it glows almost.
All right, come on.
Does this feel like a home?
Yes, it doesn't feel like a prison.
Captain, I'd be willing to bet this used to be Killian's palace, maybe? And when the Drowned Prince did whatever it was that he did to Killian, how much do you want to bet he imprisoned him here?
I think it's very likely.
I'm sorry, are we not going to talk about how Lucky just turned into a...
No, I'm a little worried about this,
like,
actually.
It's kind of odd, right? I mean, I feel like we're not making a big enough deal about this.
No, here's what I think. I think if we find the Drowned Prince, he might be able to bring him back.
Yes.
And I have a feeling since the rest of our party isn't present, maybe we're in some kind of freaky dimension, you know?
Additionally, when I was going to help you, you were unconscious in the water. I asked for the Drowned Prince's help, and he said he is helping.
So I think once we get out of here,
Everything will be fine.
Well,
that's the intention.
that's the hope, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Aye, Captain.
Continue forward. As you swim up in this space, passing different floors as you continue upwards. Just stop me if you feel like you would have stopped anywhere. The next level is gardens. Plant life, all carefully cultivated, and with your passive perception, you would see a creature scurry off and disappear. I think you two have the same.
16.
16.
What about my passive perception?
What's yours?
9.
No.
I'm a 14.
No, 16. We don't
Okay.
see it. Yeah.
You see,
15. So
you see that?
A little scary guy.
you see 1, 2, 3
I mean,
disappear.
we're under the sea. There's, all kinds of ecological life. We're bound to see little creatures. Makes sense.
Looking at these plants, these are some of the rarest aquatic plants in existence,
Time to
used
gather.
for some of the best potions that are known to you.
Loot that algae.
Yeah, up to you. You can gather easily enough, as much as you'd want to here.
I'm definitely going to be gathering it, as I like to do plant stuff, so I'm just going to put it right there.
Did you not think it might be sacrilege to the prince?
Yeah, maybe.
Dearest prince, I don't condone his actions.
Oh, he's here.
Add rare underwater plants to your notes.
Okay.
And this will be a component if you want to craft items later on.
Okay.
Next session.
Yeah, totally.
He's giving us stuff to use in the future. You know what that means.
I don't know. I'm getting rid of all my stuff for the future.
As you continue upwards after gathering those few plants, this next space is filled with these large crystals that seem to just fill this chamber. Blues, pinks, greens. They're reflective, almost finished, but they still seem like natural growth here. And they only allow a single passage to what you imagine is the top floor of the space.
All right, let's go. Up.
Captain, I'm going to try something real quick here. Where did we see those little whatevers scurry away to?
In the gardens.
I'm going to try to find said scurriers.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
I'll help.
Do I get an advantage?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 19 for an 18.
I love a -1.
Gotta have it somewhere.
Comedy every time.
As they scurried off, there seemed to be just hidden passages, different openings through different plant life that you've never seen before, that they seem to just disappear into.
Captain, how long of a detour are we trying to take right now?
My love, I'd like to not take any.
Carry on.
I think Cap's getting annoyed. Let's keep going.
You all swim through this last small space through the crystals as you enter the highest floor. Here you see the interior is not coral, but white polished stone, reminiscent of the moon. Here you can see the visage of a being on their knees, with their hands out, chains wrapped around their arms and body, leading up to something that, like a mechanism, looks like you could crank and stretch them upwards and lift them into the air.
How big does this person look?
From where they're standing right now, they're about 6 feet tall.
Okay. Not 30,
Yeah.
15 feet tall person.
Nothing crazy like
Relatively
that.
small for a person.
All encompassing for.
This is a painting or this is a person?
This is a person.
This is-
Kind of white hair down in front of their face. Their arms held up. The chains seem to be made of that same luminescent moonlight-like stone almost. And there is a polished floor in a circle around him that he's in the center of just this emerald green.
I mean, this is it, right? This has got to be it.
If this is a play, this is the final act.
You're so dramatic. I like
Are you the Drowned Prince?
Oi!
His hair almost like shifts, moving with the water as his
He's the Drowned Prince.
eyes come up. The first thing you see is this striking gold. It's green flickered into it. His hair, this like liquid silver that seems to grow quite long, almost past his waist. His skin, this pale white, like moonlight on water, and he is almost glowing and ethereal and the epitome of fey beauty and grace, even in this form. And he just looks to all of you, his eyes bright and golden.
Yeah.
How are they? You doing all right?
I am far better now.
Excellent.
Should we like genuflect or some shit?
I'm not really sure what that means.
Like take a knee? Give this bastard some, reverence.
You just called him a bastard.
I think he's gonna give us reverence. We have something.
You do. My trident. Tell me, Illyana.
You're getting closer.
Yeah.
Did I get it right? No?
Yeah,
Okay,
you did.
Illyana.
Have you come to free me? Or kill me?
We've come to free you.
The chains tighten as he stands up, standing about 8.5 feet tall.
Oh, see, that's why I was wondering how tall he was. This is a fair question.
Flowing robes of sea silk around his like slender but muscled form. And he like almost pulls the chains down. Around his neck, you do see a necklace with 2 black pearls and a place for one missing.
Captain, he feels like one of the descriptions from one of your romance novels. He's like slender but also muscular. And he's super tall.
Lean and mean.
Fighting machine.
You just hit home on that one.
Captain, may I ask something?
It's always not bad.
It's not.
It's not about your novels.
It's not about your novels. I don't even know about your novels.
We've all seen our novels.
I've not seen your novels. I promise you. I haven't.
It's fine.
I've tried to write one once.
I didn't know you could write.
What's your question, Mike?
It was all pictures.
It's for the Drowned Prince. As I assume you are the Drowned Prince.
That does seem to be the name that sticks with me as of late.
What would you like to be called?
Glenn.
Yeah!
No.
Multiverse!
Your Majesty sounds quite lovely to me.
Your Majesty. If we free you, what will you do with your newfound freedom?
Your world stands on the precipice of ending. I have business with my sister, and then I will leave this world.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Queen of the Summer Courts. Or remains of them.
Why hasn't she come to free you?
She is but an old form who has taken new shape. She knows not of my existence.
These pearls around your neck. Our friend seems to have turned into one.
This
Very
hurts.
similar.
Wait, Captain. I don't know if that's necessary. Lucky is yes, a black pearl right now, but I also have the Pearl of Elmo.
Oh, I'm not going to give him away this pearl.
Oh, neither am I.
But since you're offering, that's not.
No, it's good. Thanks for...
Forget that ever happened.
Yeah, Elmo's my
I was
best
wondering
friend.
if you could turn him back.
And maybe the rest of our crew, wherever they are.
Perhaps. Lucky is, as he always has been, an extension of myself.
I'm sorry, what?
I spent centuries culminating enough of my power in a single pearl to send him upon the world. To bring me my trident.
He's been awfully active.
I mean, I've had like deep conversations with Lockie. I've known him for years. Why?
That does not make him any less, just because he is a part of me.
I mean,
And I kind of like him more because he is part of Lucky.
That's very interesting.
Yes, I
But,
think you're absolutely
he told me
correct.
stories about his, love from years past, and
He has lived many lifetimes.
so was any of that true?
All of it.
Oh, very interesting. Can you bring it back? Wait, you?
I can,
Fantastic.
if he wishes it.
I don't know why he wouldn't.
Well, of course, we want to respect his wishes. Yeah.
Should we, Kip?
I'll give him the pearl. Not that he can do anything.
He can't take it. As you get closer, you can see, right around his neck, just the little piece where that pearl would connect.
I'll stick it in.
Okay.
Just like in those books.
Make sure he's ready first.
It connects to the necklace, and you see this surge of green light move through his entire body as he takes just a deep breath.
Sorry, good music knows how to be good music.
Yeah. You've all done well to come here. And you've all bonded quite well, far better than I thought you would. My pacts were designed to bring you closer together, and it seems they succeeded. You found a love for the ocean.
Finding. I'm on the path. I'll get there.
You swimming like a regular guy with big arms. He was amazing.
Yeah. Anyways, continue your poetry.
And you were able to shed burdens that weighed heavy on your heart.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
You. Courage to do what was necessary. Not all death is evil. And you. Slay your kin. To do me this favor and free me. You showed true courage and leadership. In killing him. You are a true captain. The choice remains with all of you. I am not one to sit idly by. I've waited 1,000 years for this moment. Free me, and I will grant you a singular wish. Anything your heart desires.
Like one wish each, or for the entire crew?
Just one wish. My power is not yet realized.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad deal.
Mate, can we confer for a moment?
Yeah, just can we have the ring, so to speak?
Just go la 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 la.
I understand you're kind of in a fixed position here. We go over here. It'll be fine. Give us like, 5
A
minutes.
minute.
I was going to say 5 minutes.
Yeah.
My Majesty, I'll time them.
2.5.
That helps.
By all means, take your time.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We have it.
So, Captain, of course it's your wish.
It's your
right?
wish.
Yeah. I mean,
It's not.
what if we all...
Our wish.
It's not her wish.
Well, let's all
it's
phrase what we
It is
want, and let's see if Captain can voice something that sums it all up nicely. All right, Jacoby, you first. I mean, Captain, if you approve.
Yes.
All right.
If I'm being honest, Captain, I have felt myself in such a weakened state. And the next steps of my journey are not going to be easy ones to take. The strength to accomplish my goals would be nice.
Okay. I feel like you can find that strength within yourself, and we can help you. So,
If I were to get meta with it, maybe a bump to my constitution.
what are you wrong?
I mean, honestly, mine's quite simple. I would like for us to be
Full circle.
exactly where we were, before all this started. Everyone's
Okay.
still alive. Our ship's nice and repaired. We're on the open seas. We're doing fun pirate stuff. That kind of thing.
I feel that way too.
Yeah, Captain, kind of similar to Martin Red Belly Pig. I'd like to get the story behind your name.
That's the wish. What the fuck is his name being?
Wait, no.
We'll probably do that.
So, I've always wanted the freedom to indenture myself to who I want, right? And I feel like my current form is so dedicated to Dindrazor. I'd like to shed my fiery form into one that's more aquatic and apt to serve you, Captain. Because if I could be so bold, without you my captain, I love you, mate. In a platonic sense.
All right, mate. Well, I feel like maybe that's something that we could also work towards
Yeah,
with
because
our own goals.
I got all fiery from like torture and shit.
Yeah.
And I don't like being this fiery anymore. It feels like a betrayal of myself.
But I feel like that's also something we could work towards as a group. And, I think what I'm hearing here
It's like a group
from all of
therapy
us,
thing.
here, is that we need a means to go back to being the crew that we are. And that way we can all help each other accomplish these wishes that we have deep in our hearts.
I mean, that's why you're the captain. That makes
Yeah,
no sense.
and maybe we could save most of us except like Tavian or some shit.
Oh, he's a good lad.
I think,
Yeah, save him too.
and maybe even to continue stronger than we were before.
Yeah, maybe.
Get us back the ne'er-do-well.
Well, I'm kind of thinking of asking for the ship that the Kailane had.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
You like that more than the ne'er-do-well?
My
The
only-
ne'er-do-well's still
kind of big.
floating.
I'm sorry. My only concern is
Yeah.
that if we ask for a ship, we don't necessarily get the people with it.
Yeah.
So if we ask for him to essentially reset us back a few weeks or however long it's been,
What is a ship but the people who crew it?
a ship is a boat that sails on the water.
And
That's
that's not
very.
what I'm trying to be
I like the
blunt.
metaphysical aspect
Yes,
of it.
exactly. It's a metaphor.
What?
All right, so
We had a
something
whole
along-
episode about this.
Something along the lines of.
Metaphors.
Yes! The Pearl speaks! We just cut to the drum for Tony metaphor.
What we're stuck on wrong here then is we want the means to return our crew to its full glory.
And ladies too. They're nice gals.
Captain, I don't want to get mushy with this.
Don't get mushy, baby.
Speak as your heart intends it to be, and I think you'll be fine.
Hell no with the definition. It's true.
I'm sorry. Did we try the 1,000 wishes thing? Can we ask for?
Yeah. Ask for more wishes.
I mean, I know traditionally it's not
Every
going to work.
single story I've read,
I've
it
never
doesn't
once
work
heard of
that
it working,
way.
but like, it
I haven't
could
read
work.
any stories that say that.
But
As
how
far
many-
as I understand, a wish can't duplicate a ninth level
hell-
spell.
Oh,
Lights,
shit.
crew,
Right.
Back to you.
we're ready.
I'm sorry.
That was the most chaotic little clusterfuck.
You won't grant us more wishes if we ask for more wishes, right? That's just not a thing you're going to do.
I will not.
Okay, just had to put that out there.
He just said he could only do one
I
wish.
know, but I had to try.
Back to Kip.
Captain,
We'll be wishing for our crew, our ship, and all our passengers to be returned once again to their natural forms and raised better than before.
we'll put the captain. Well done.
Very well. Lady Blackwell, free me, and your wish will be granted.
What do I have to do?
Touch the trident to the chains.
Imagine the other.
I'll do so.
Okay.
I do have a key. Oh no, that's.
New wish. What is this key for? Motherfucking key.
You raise the trident up and touch it to the chains on his left arm. And you watch as they almost recoil at this intense magical artifact. And as you touch it, they begin to dissolve into like magma as it drops to the floor.
Don't like magma no more, mate.
Well, just like when the trident was reformed.
Yeah, no, I know.
His left arm drops. You touch the right side, same thing happens. Just bits of new metal and this white stone seem to form in the spots where it becomes dry and hardens in this underwater space. My trident. He extends an arm for it.
I'll hesitate a moment and then give it to him.
You all have done well, and I thank you for your service. There are people in this world who, as individuals, can change the space around them. And when those individuals come together, they can change the world, the universe, and the seas. You are such people. And I grant your wish.
hit the floor as this green light just erupts and fills all of you. You become these luminescent green beings for a moment as you are pulled up through the sea, through worlds, through realms, and you see a sea of stars briefly, and just all these stars moving past you as you're hurled through the space back into the ocean. You feel this cold water around you before you are pulled up through the sea out into the open air as your ship rises up underneath of you through the water, the Valkyrie, once more. But its form shifts and becomes larger, a galleon, in the same shape. A bright red dragon's form out the front of the mast. Terrifying to your enemies.
Oh, good.
And maybe
Someone
one
will
aboard. The ship takes on this brilliant green and fey-like properties, unique carvings on every surface, showing just different tides and depictions. This ship feels ancient and old, as it is reborn. As all of you land on the upper deck, as the mast forms and the sails drop and pull you forward. Looking off in the distance, you can see the maelstrom, where everything had gone down and everything had happened. One of you died, and the last place you saw your crew. As you sail away from it, one by one, green light erupts, and your crew is returned to you. Tavian. Darling, where was I?
I put a dagger in his ass. Welcome back, mate. Shit.
I regret this decision already.
Right in the cloaca.
Branwen appears, the brilliant red hair and beard. Captain, very much like not to experience something like that again. Liara. Well, all's well that's end well, I suppose. I'll be below deck having a complete fucking meltdown.
We'll join you shortly.
Yeah. One by one, the 12 sailors that you had hired appear as well.
Everyone.
Not too much to say. They jump to their duties as they have been tasked before aboard this new ship. In that wish, do you imagine Lucky aboard this ship?
I do.
As you sail forward, the bow of the ship, one last green light before a black pearl appears, exploding in green light, and there stands Lucky, whole once again, no peg leg,
Nah, I don't want him anymore.
shimmering fur.
Hello, Captain.
I look over to you. Oi, Captain, what be the orders?
And ladies,
One by one, the stern of the ship, the 4 ladies appear. Once again.
The Valkyries.
The Valkyries. Holding all of your gear. Mid passing them out to each other as they kind of look to you.
No, it's yours. We'll find you better gear, mate.
Yeah.
We'll find you better gear.
As you sail into the distance.
Wow.
Are there any final words your characters would have for this campaign?
I'll look out at the crew reappearing and a single tear will go down my face and I'll wipe it away.
Kind of standing in front of you. So, Captain, what's next? We're gonna go do something good? Something bad?
A little bit of both.
Kind of walk up to Captain. We have something to deal with.
On Nexus.
Indeed. I would love to be by your side doing it.
Captain, we're with you. Wherever you go, we go. Just say the word.
Josephine's a monster of a woman.
Ladies, I know we just left your beloved Naxos. What say you to a return of revenge?
One would say Valkyrie's revenge.
You could say that.
Oh, the seas haven't been kind to us, but they have shaped us. I'm in for some revenge.
Revenge it is.
Yeah.
And then Martin gets out and starts shouting at people and issuing orders.
As the ship sails into the distance, everyone hops to their business, and Captain, you return to your quarters. Golden key in your pocket. Unsure of what it could mean, as it didn't lead to the Drowned Prince's freedom. And you hear a familiar voice from the doorway. Oi, Captain, I'm sure you're wondering what that key be for.
Very much so. Care to enlighten me?
Quite a lovely treasure lies out in the seas.
Treasure, you say?
Aye, Captain, treasure.
I like the sound of that.
That's where we'll end. Yes! Story of the Drowned Prince. If all of you loved these characters and this story, please let us know. This might be something we can revisit in the future. I don't know when. Life is very chaotic. I don't know when I'll have the inspiration and the will and time, honestly, to do something like this again. But I loved running this for you guys. I loved
you did
your
so good.
characters.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being a part of it. So,
Excellent work.
Oh,
Fucking
well
A.
done. What a story.
Yeah.
yeah, fucking dice, man. Wow.
Fucking dice, dude.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved it. Stick around. We're gonna have a little campaign wrap up and have a little discussion, and maybe we'll get some secrets and peeks behind the DM screen. So
And shenanigans.
and shenanigans. Thank you so much.
Never ends. I've got more.
Long
And
rest?
we're back.
Oh, damn.
Whew. Yeah.
Right in.
Yeah, right in.
So do we take a long rest?
This is the longest long rest we've ever taken.
Wow. Yeah.
Hi!
Hi, welcome back. We've been trying not to talk about it while people were like running to the bathroom and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I'm just curious. What are you guys' thoughts? Did it feel like a good wrap up to the story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. It was a good like de-escalation back to like bringing some more tension and stakes, and then the wrap up. It felt very
I
good.
definitely had a moment of, is this guy about to betray us?
I wanted you guys to feel that in
Yes.
the moment where he started this speech of just like, I just absolutely destroyed
Yes.
you guys.
I picked up this dice and I went, are we about to roll initiative?
Yeah, I saw you got dice. I saw you like.
When he started monologuing more, and it wasn't like a villainous monologue, I was like, no, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
It was up until that
Yeah.
moment, though, I was like, oh, I
Would have had
that.
any chance if we rolled initiative? Any chance at all?
I had it set up
What was his
so where
HP?
if you guys did decide to betray the Drowned Prince, so Lucky would have appeared out of the portal again, and then he would have called Deep Scions, which were the three creatures you saw leave the space, and they would have came with Lucky, and Lucky would have fought you, trying to convince you not to turn against the prince.
That would have been heartbreaking.
Yeah, that would've been
Yeah.
And then if you were able to escape and one of you were able to attune to the trident, you would have been able to escape this plane of existence with the trident. You would have gotten the stat block for the trident. And then you would have been able to summon a dragon turtle, which is what you would have departed on at the end.
Holy shit.
And then some whispers from the trident would have been whoever attuned to it would have heard them.
Fugitives.
And that's kind of where we would have wrapped up with the same sort of thing, and you would have just heard whispers from the trident as we
This was
faded
more
black.
satisfying.
I will
Yeah.
say as a little reveal, if anyone had betrayed the Drown Prince, I would have fought against you. Because if
Okay,
the Drown-
we would have killed you easy.
yeah, that's fair. I only had 9 HP.
I would have wild shaped immediately.
But he
one
very,
left.
he very
Good luck
much was
any of you
immobile.
finding me
could
after
have
I
cut him down
stop.
if you wanted to.
What's that?
He was very much immobile. You could have cut him down if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very vulnerable.
I had this moment. I just wanted to be like,
Yeah.
Oh,
but I was like, I don't really have a reason to do that.
yeah.
I didn't like when he wanted me to call him Your Majesty. No god, no,
He's face.
Man,
he's like bow.
no gods, no masters.
I
Sorry.
leaned into that so fast.
Yeah.
Serving ass bitch.
Well, like get on the good side of the person who's keeping me alive.
I don't think I ever called him Your Majesty.
No.
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I think
I'm
it's literally
the
just
only
you.
one who did. Well, and I'm trying to lean into that aspect of like,
Yeah.
yes, we all had deals. I'm the warlock though.
Yeah.
Like I'm the one who's tied to this entity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their well-being is my well-being at this point.
That was
Yeah.
more Paul coming out and not liking the idea of kings.
That's fair.
No.
I still wish I want us in the next session to go and get the ne'er-do-well back. I feel like an emotional tie to it for some
you
reason.
love that ship.
Well, and again, there's nothing that says we can't have a pirate fleet.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing to
Oh,
say
we
that
captain of the ne'er-do-well.
that she doesn't
Nope.
become admiral. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You're
I mean,
definitely not that.
You guys could pass the ship off to some pirates that work underneath of you.
Sure. Yeah.
They'd have crazy advantages going into their pirate life, and you could just sail the ne'er-do-well.
And we get,
Yeah.
35%.
Oh my God, you're being way too generous. 65%.
That's how you keep people coming back. You give them
Keep
a
them
good
wanting
percentage.
more.
Oh my
No,
gosh,
you
that reminds
keep
me. I
them
never divvied
just
out any of the gold we
barely.
got.
Oh my god.
That's good. That's the goal we're gonna spend to get the ne'er-do-well back.
Let's keep them drowned.
I have a question. Did you guys like your characters as much as you thought you would once you started playing them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah.
No. Mechanically speaking, I struggled so much with Jacoby. And a lot of that was my mentality of like how to approach it, because I wanted a duelist.
Yeah.
I wanted someone who was up in front, who was a showboat, who insulted you just as well as they were able to sword fight, and I just couldn't live in this world doing that. And I'm glad I eventually made the switch, but it was a struggle because I wanted Jacoby to be a certain thing, and he just mechanically couldn't work that way.
It's interesting,
which was tough.
with Jacoby because he didn't have like that constitution.
No,
to
not
do
at
it.
all.
Yeah.
But also
And we're not
had
at
a
the
hard
level.
time like fitting in, just
Yes.
socially.
Yeah, fitting in socially.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that at all. I was like, these crew have been together for months. Like, they're gonna be great. They're gonna be like tight knit.
Well, and it was so
And then-
interesting to discover because I had specified in my backstory that my previous captain instilled in me the value of life.
Yeah.
That it was like, kill where you need to, like especially monsters. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But like for other people, keep them alive.
That's so telling that he was like that, but then behind closed doors.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I wanted to come from.
which
from
was
Bandits,
Jacoby's
yeah.
rage in the end of it all.
Yeah.
Of just like, you're just a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
he just,
Paul.
He was about what I wanted. I mean, it's low-level druids for me are tough, and not Circle of the Moon is also tough.
Yeah.
Because it limits, I feel like, some of your capabilities. But
The Circle of Stars is one of the best blasters.
it was
so-
it really
fun.
is.
Yeah.
But
it's the pew pew druid.
it's not my casters are not my forte.
Did you expect the Nargawal side story?
No,
I loved
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
I really wanted to be a Kraken again at
Yeah.
some point too.
There's more
Yeah.
to explore with that. Like, there was a lot of like breadcrumbs I kind of dropped. There's stuff we couldn't get to for like everyone.
Sure.
Right.
But I really wanted that to be
Next time
a part
we
of it.
play.
Next time.
If you guys want us to.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, but the Nargawal is an actual like creature.
I mean, it's a stat- you have a
in
stat block
mythology.
for it, so-
Well, I created it, but it's also a mythological creature. It's a spiritual guide in like Native American culture.
It's a wolf
No, not necessarily.
It's a wolf.
I
fish.
turned it into a wolf because that's kind of what you wanted. So.
I would have. If you wouldn't, I would have. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, man.
I definitely enjoyed the fake werewolf line.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love the way you played Martin. That was good.
Man.
Yeah, I had fun playing that follower, not a leader kind of guy. Like
Chaos Goblin.
Chaos.
brilliant but stupid as shit at the same time.
I do love how dumb and smart he was.
I don't know like why, but like when I did like the reflections of like the sirens of yourselves, I could drop into your character no problem, but I had so much trouble with everyone else. I was like, fuck, I can't. Why can't I do this? Because I had practiced it like a little bit, and like I just couldn't drop into everyone else's characters in the moment for whatever reason. I could get the words right, but I couldn't get like the
feeling
of it. But I could get the feeling for him
I
for
feel
whatever
like
reason.
Lillian, for some reason, is, I mean, he's mechanically brilliant, but so like emotionally fucked up that he's just looking for someone to believe in at all times, right?
Therapy.
Yeah,
Don't we all?
essentially.
All pirates do.
And so,
Here's an onion instead.
so I feel like what was really fun about playing Lillian is how genuine he is about everything. I
Yeah.
don't think he's deceptive.
Yeah, he has
in the
like
slightest.
not a single duplicitous bone in
It
his
so comes across. I think the only time he's being deceptive is when he's clearly pranking someone. But even that isn't like you can tell in his
but
fucking
it's a genuine
voice. Yeah,
prank.
exactly.
There's no
Like the
malice.
only one who falls for it is Tavian. Like
And Captain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Felt great about playing the captain.
Yeah.
I really wanted, so like early on, I always knew whoever you guys, so just so everyone knows at home, I asked them to vote who their captain would be. Whoever that person was going to be related to Killian in some way, and that would kind of shape Killian and who he is. So when you were chosen to be captain, that kind of shaped Killian, and really early on, I had planned for you guys to have more interactions and to tip my hat more about you being related earlier on, but then you blew his freaking arm off with a cannon, and he had to regroup, because originally like I had planned like a kind of like cat and mouse chase each other, like sneak to different islands, that sort of thing, while Killian's pursuing you. As you uncover more and more information about him and the Drowned Prince and that sort of thing. But it fucking derailed session 1. I was like, oh my god!
I like getting to pretend that he was dead for a few sessions.
Yeah.
So in that vein, a question I have for you is, I mean, this was a pretty short campaign. In the teens and episodes, I don't know the number off the top of my
14.
head.
I think it's like 14.
But
yeah.
each of the length was like half of a typical episode.
Typical session.
Yeah. So it's really
Um,
like 6 full episodes if you
yeah.
think of like normal episode
So with
length.
such a short campaign, how did you balance the need to railroad kind of what you wanted the plot to be versus the fact that many times you just said, where are you guys going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I tried to create a fluid like timeline. I knew where I always wanted to end, and I knew who I wanted to be the final fight with, which was Killian. I just wanted to try and drop big enough breadcrumbs in front of you that you wanted to pursue them. And I think like one of the turning points that I got you to really go after the girls, and that was the biggest thing. I was like, I know that this guy has to die. So we had him right in blood, like taken. And I was hoping that you guys would be good enough people, especially you having like conscripted them in, that you would want to pursue them. And it worked, luckily.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to think of anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that vein of that topic as well, were the girls for that Hydra that we ended up fighting, or what were they originally for?
They were for that Hydra. So I had planned another beast, the whirlworm, for everyone at home. Which essentially kind of guarded the gateway.
Yeah, let's get like a
Yeah.
good look at that.
Yeah, good.
Show it right here.
Yeah, right up there.
Yeah. So this creature, the intention of it was that if you hadn't completed your pact, it would attack you.
Wow.
And Killian's plan was to throw the girls
It's
in,
really cool.
let the creature go after the girls while he passed through the gateway using the trident.
A bit of a distraction,
Yes,
essentially.
exactly. So the only ways to like get through the gateway without being like attacked by the world was either completing your pact or having the trident in hand. If you failed that, it would have been a Constitution save for like cold, but you guys can all breathe underwater, and then it would have been a Strength saving throw, and you would have taken massive damage going through, and it either would have killed you outright, or you'd be in death saves when you arrived there, and then when you arrived there, we'd roll your death saves out in the open, and you would either survive and wake up a couple hours later in the same space, or all of you would be dead.
Is it a safe assumption that the rest of the crew died before we wished them back?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say,
Yeah.
I had no idea that your guys' packs held so much weight in that moment.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was just like an extra fun way of getting you guys involved with the Drowned Prince initially, but I didn't realize it was going to be so circumstantial,
Yeah.
whether or not you guys completed it before we went through.
So I also didn't realize the impact of it until like when he was like, you did this and you did that and you did this, and I was like, oh shit, when you put it that way,
wow.
okay, you're like, hey, you overcame this thing and you did that thing, and I was like, oh, when you put it in that perspective, it actually,
Yeah.
because my whole thing I was just like, you want me to tell a fucking story? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pacts
Sure.
were
Yeah.
intentional to bring you. I could tell you guys were very divided as a crew.
Yes.
Like, you were like, I hate the ocean. You're like, I hate these people. Like, you're like, I hate Jacoby. He's such an attention whore. And then there's you,
I liked everybody.
Martin, the ex-captain, trying to keep everyone like together, moving forward.
Hey, Jacoby. Specifically.
Fuck him specifically.
I felt the division at the table.
Fuck this Rose in particular.
And I knew
That's
that
for someone.
I was gonna have you guys do a pact of some kind. I wasn't sure. I was gonna kind of let the campaign shape what I wanted the pacts to be. And then I realized just how divided the party was. So I wanted the pacts, and I had them designed to bring you closer together as individuals to face this final threat. Which I'm really glad that it connected and actually worked in that way.
It did.
Yeah.
And like even like on that last night, you guys were having like a little therapy session. I was like, wow, this actually really worked well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, okay.
Because I wasn't quite sure I made the right call bringing Jacoby back.
Yeah.
I have a question for Brittany.
Yeah.
Why didn't you like Jacoby?
So many reasons.
Well, and that's why I'm asking. I kind of want to hear.
No. I think the whole I'm not killing, which I understand, was coming off as I'm better than you.
Holier than
Sure.
thou.
Yeah.
Holier than thou.
Yeah.
Especially you're in a
Look at my moral
you're in a
compass. Fuck you
pirate crew
guys.
who is like, no, we'll kill motherfuckers. We don't
Sure.
give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there was that, and then also just the showmanship that comes with Jacoby. Just it felt to the captain shallow. Like it felt like where's the
Where's the heart?
where's the heart? You know, everybody on the ship is very like honest with who they are, and it always felt like Jacoby was putting on a show,
Yeah.
and so
Like it wasn't
That's-
authentic. Which is crazy because he was an actor beforehand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like, it
his
makes
whole
so
a
much
lot of
sense.
his backstory was raised in the theater, and the whole reason he went into piracy. I don't know if it'll ever come up, so I'm just gonna say it. His parents had taken out a loan from pirates to get him into school to pursue the
Acting
arts,
school.
and then eventually when the pirates came to collect, the parents couldn't pay, so he just said, "Don't like spare my parents. I'll work for you. I'll pay it off," and he paid it off
And they
with the
joined.
drowned dogs.
Yeah, so he joined the Drowned Dogs through that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Some Pirates of Penzance bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
Yeah.
I love that you stuck to it and you didn't just like force yourself to accept this
To, like,
character
be
because they're
nice
like
to the
another
person,
they're
yeah.
another player. I think that's really good actually.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
'Cause it's hard being a dick.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
it's hard doing that to you as my friend.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it forced, and it was the moment where I went, wow, this is not how I thought Jacoby would go, because I thought Jacoby would just be so welcomed by just about everyone, excluding like major villains or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I never expected one of my biggest hurdles to be my own teammate. Yeah, and I think it's still something we're hurdling.
Yeah,
Like-
I think we're still not quite
Yes.
Right there.
super close, but
Yeah.
we're definitely closer.
But
Yeah.
it's also
Yeah.
funny
Shared trauma
because, like, that's also kind of what endeared Jacoby to my character.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you became an outcast resonated so much with how Lillian feels all
Sure.
the time. It was, and
Well, and
it
not
suddenly
just-
became Soul Seeing Soul.
Yeah.
You guys had some great bonding moments too. Like,
Oh my
I
god,
mean, it was a little silly,
when-
but it was still really
when
good.
you did like your
Not us.
major soul bonding before the sirens, that was the moment where I was just like, anytime I'm looking for the crew, I'm looking for Ian in particular. So when we were fighting the sirens and everything, and I came up above water, I was like, Ian, like calling out his name in particular. I'm like, we had this great moment. And if it hadn't been for that, I don't think he would have survived the sirens.
Yeah.
Because he was like, don't fight, hide.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't be the showboat, hide.
And that saved you so much in the end.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called growth. It's an art.
Yeah.
A lot of what I
Yeah.
struggled with early on, especially, was captaining too.
Yeah.
Having everybody look to me for answers. Like,
Yeah, in the moment, like, as the player, it's super hard.
Oh, man.
It was such
Yeah.
a default for us too to be like,
Oh yeah, Captain. Orders, Captain. It was great for us, but yeah, it was a big like. Here's all the burden.
You're like,
on
weight
your
off my shoulders,
Yeah.
enjoy.
but if we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It felt easier later on, but I think it definitely was.
Yeah, you became a
something-
captain.
Yeah, something that took time.
Yeah,
to get
and
used to.
I think that's cool for the character to explore in the moment too, because like, I don't think Lyra had really been challenged in her like captaincy or captaincy.
Captaincy,
Captaincy.
yeah.
Captaincy,
Um, so far, like she
Captaincy.
had just had win after win. Like you guys just came off of a big haul,
Yeah.
taken out the ship, like successful captain before you, and then like suddenly shit starts to go south, and she has to like make big decisions in these
Yeah.
moments. Like so, of course she would struggle with it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What were you gonna ask? I saw you had a question.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask. I mean, one of my biggest moments in the campaign was almost blowing up everyone.
That's right.
Because when I almost did that,
That was some of our darkest moments, I think.
Yeah,
too.
I
Yeah.
didn't think that everyone would die,
Oh, that's
and
100%.
yeah, and my -1 to wisdom, made it very, very close to actually doing
Yeah.
it. And I really would have done it too if a couple of roleplay things didn't pan out.
Yeah.
What would have happened?
everyone would have died.
Oh man. Yeah. So with that barrel going off, I think in that moment, I was like, worst case scenario, like panic thinking in the moment.
Yeah.
I think I had planned. I was like, okay, this is gonna go off. I was like, it was the players' choices. I was like, I have to let them deal with those consequences, whatever they are. I was like, I don't want it to kill any of them outright. I want like some drama, and I want the chance of some people surviving. I was like, the captain's gonna survive no matter what, 'cause she's farther away. So I was like, okay, it's just the remaining 3 as the explosion goes. This is the one on the docks, right?
No, this was when we were all captured and Killian was like, get me the
deck.
fucking trident.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
it was
right,
like
right.
about to do it, and someone walked
Okay,
in.
sorry, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the time you tried to explode with the docks.
Oh, you mean the other time you tried to explain shit?
Because when I tried
You have
to
to be more
explode the stern of the ship, that not only jeopardized all of us, but also could have prevented Killian from ever getting the trident in the first place.
True.
Yeah, true.
How?
It would have left a lot of people dead
killing
and
all of
like a bare few alive. And I wonder if the drowned dogs would have been like the main enemy in that scenario then.
Yeah.
If Killian was like flat out
So you're talking
fucking
about
dead.
on the ship after you had finished the pact with the Drowned Prince.
Immediately after.
Yes. So I was thinking you had completed your pact, so you had a connection to the Drowned Prince now. I
So
was
he could
like,
have death warded maybe.
he could have like either death warded, or I was thinking I'd have Lucky reveal in that moment that he is actually an agent of the Drowned Prince, and he would be like, I'll.
That was a good reveal.
Yeah, so I was gonna
Wow.
have him. He would have offered himself up, and he's like, "I'll take you in the trident to the place, and I'll show
Holy
you how to do
shit.
it." And I was like, if you leave them alive. So then he would have left.
Damn.
And then Lucky would have gone with him, tried to stall things as much as he could, and then you guys would have still dealt with the drowned dogs because Killian would have just sent them after you because it's like, fuck that, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then you would have dealt with the drowned dogs, either succeeded or not, and then you would chase after the Trident and Lucky once more.
Holy
so that was
shit.
kind of like what I had Lucky in my back pocket at all times, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Lucky. So
yeah.
Killian then he made the drowned dogs like an obstacle for us,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah. So he had them kind of just like indentured to him, essentially. Some backstory stuff, it doesn't really matter anymore. So the cauldron of Igwil or Tasha is pretty prevalent in my setting. It's destroyed now, but it was used to bring Killian back. And when he got brought back with the cauldron, this like coven of witches had brought him back essentially, and we're like, hey, take care of this fae for us, like find a way to get to him and kill him. Like, you can't die now, only your family can kill you. That was the deal with the cauldron. So he came back. He was unkillable except for by family, which he assumed he had none of. Yeah, and then he took the drowned dogs, or some of them, to the cauldron and had them revived. And that's why they became that undead, ghostly sort of visage.
Okay.
And they worked for him. They were bound to him after they had been reborn in the cauldron. I built them out. They're called cauldron-born, essentially.
Cool.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah. So,
Holy shit.
I have
Yeah.
I have a mechanical question,
yeah.
and it's more up to you to choose. Is there any mechanical thing, like from your enemies that you had built, that you never got a chance to use on us?
That second fucking sea worm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the whirlworm would have been really cool, just because like it was an extension of the Drowned Prince. It would have been fun to kind of explore that, and it would have been more role play to see if you could kind of like, if you hadn't completed your pact, if you could like
Handle it.
satisfy the answers to him, because it would have been. It's very a fey creature is what I didn't take the original stat block. I twisted it and made it like a very much a fey guardian. So it would have been more like riddles and questions about yourself to see if it would let you through. It would have been a
Very
more
Sphinx.
If
kind of
Yeah,
like,
it
if
would
like
have
the
been very-
task you were given could be accomplished through the questioning.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it would have been more questions and role play driven rather than like you're gonna fight this whirlworm now, because I didn't want every encounter to be like fight it, just move on to the next sort of thing. I wanted like a little bit of role play. It's kind of what I did with the sirens, but it ended in a fight.
And I will say, with every combat encounter you've built in this whole mini campaign, like the environment played such a heavy role
Absolutely.
in every aspect of our
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah, it was really cool just being able to like throw down ships over water and being like, hey, this is where it's going down.
Ship fighting is fun.
Yeah, I did enjoy ship fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah, your simplification of the mechanics on it worked really well.
yeah. I think as far as like mechanics I get to use, I kind of just threw the kitchen sink at you guys. I really got to use almost everything I wanted to use. Like, I didn't hold back. Like, I was very excited to use Vandus because like the soul crush ability and like using that crew as they died and he took their souls back. He could have returned them and had them rise once, like again, but he didn't use that ability, so that's the only one I didn't really use. So he could have summoned them back with that 8 HP and low AC sort of thing, and you could have just downed them again and it would have gone back to him.
Just a higher action economy at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm
Well,
just trying to
just
keep
give us
pace with you
targets.
guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's cool.
So in the next campaign, what are our plot hooks? We got, for me, we have Dindrazor, the now flightful death. What else do we got?
We have the key,
I got,
key
I
of,
got some druids and
intense
Tidecrest that I want
treachery.
to check out.
Tidecrest druids, and then we
also
have
in
the Baron.
Tidecrest, that's
Yeah, the Baron.
Cool.
Yeah.
See you for the next one.
All right.
We'll see you in 4 more different campaigns.
Next campaign, baby.
We'll see. Let us know if you want it. If
Next
you don't,
summer,
then
this will be our summer campaign.
Yeah.
It's summer when we're filming.
Do we want to wrap things up here,
Yeah, I think we're good.
or does
Yeah.
anyone else have any other questions? or-
Yeah. Any more behind the
Like,
screen
subscribe,
sort of
ring
thing?
that bell.
Yeah.
Hey, if Jacoby dies officially at any point, I've got my backup character ready to go.
I know.
We did the art.
I was so excited about
Yeah,
my
we
backup
did the art and
character.
everything.
I was shocked.
I know
that
Brittany knows more about it than anyone else.
I don't do backup characters.
I thought for sure Lillian was gonna die.
I thought Lillian was gonna die
Like,
too.
I had a backup character from session 1.
Yeah, like I thought at least 2 people were gonna die. I knew in the last combat if you had completed your pacts, you were gonna survive if you made it through
Yeah.
that
Oh,
encounter.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like I was like, if the packs are complete and they get there, they're gonna wind up there. The question was whether or not Killian shows up as well.
Yeah.
'Cause if he had the trident, he went through
There'd
the
be
portal
like a whole fight in there too.
in there as well. Like I had planned.
And then he'd
that-
probably be gunning to like just take out the Drowned Prince right then and there.
Exactly.
too.
Like before I went to break, if Killian was still alive, I was gonna have him. He would also have been dropped to 1 hit point as well, and you guys all would have gone through the portal, and he would have been there as well with the trident. So there would
One
have been
intense moment.
Yeah, and the final
man.
encounter.
Really
in there,
initiative off.
but- Yeah.
Oh, I would have had such an advantage on that.
Yeah.
Low rolls.
I imagine it
I
would have
know,
ended
right?
pretty quickly. He did have some interesting stuff he could do with the trident, though. So it just would have depended on what initiative
That's
you
still
went
a
through
20.
there.
The hit?
But when
No,
you hit
it's
that
still a 20 on
double nat
initiative.
20, I was like, it's over. I was
Yeah,
like, holy
it's
shit.
fucking over.
That
Yeah.
was incredible.
Double
Yeah.
nat 20 was
That was
Yeah.
incredible.
sexy as fuck.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I couldn't have planned that better myself. Because if anyone but you had killed Killian, he would have risen again and started his turn and regained 20 hit points
Ugh.
each time.
Wow, 20. That's a lot.
Yeah. So
It's more damage than I can deal.
Yeah,
Unless I
exactly.
get all my hits off.
yeah. So yeah, he would have gotten up again and just 20 hit points each time until you were the one to finish him off.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was so appropriate.
Great shot, Keegan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job.
Super fun.
Yeah.
This was so fun.
Glad you guys had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Love
And
DMing for all of you.
Seafaring.
World.
If you guys love
The
this,
map.
let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Because I'm being honest, I was really shaky with Jacoby to begin with. I would love to see where this goes.
Yeah.
I'll kill him. Most likely.
There's a lot of open
morning.
doors to explore with these characters.
Yeah.
Love is
Yeah.
an open door.
And you'll see us at high
Yeah.
level.
Thank you so much. If you have questions,
Thank
Level
you.
hit us up on Discord.
14.